runs Friday night. And last night, Chris Young's grand slam sealed the second straight win for New York. Today, rookie right-hander Matt Andriese goes to the hill, looking to get the Rays back on the winning track. We welcome you to a Sunday afternoon of Rays baseball at Tropicana Field. On tap, Game 3 of the series between the Rays and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the Trop with Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. Rays have dropped the first 2 games of this series to the Yankees. They have not been swept here at Tropicana Field by New York in a 3-game series since September of 2005. And as the Rays attempt to avoid that today, 2 young right-handers square off on the mound.
Yeah, let's start with the Rays. And you have right-hander Matt Andriese, the rookie, coming off his first start of his major league career. And I think all things considered, he did a great job of battling. You see, the line is not pretty, but you got to remember, he was on a low pitch count, and he was coming off of having thrown just 2 innings in the previous 2 weeks. The one thing that he will have to do today is set the tone. And I mean, this Yankee lineup who got hot last night late in the game, he may have to make a couple of guys uncomfortable. He'll face off with Michael Pineda. It's been a mixed bag so far for Michael. One very good start, one start not so good. The one thing that we do know, the big right-hander has tremendous stuff, and he is a strike thrower. 76 in the 3rd innings last year, just 7 walks. I would fully expect the Rays lineup to attack him early this afternoon.
And in another piece of business for the Rays, a roster move. Grant Balfour has been designated for assignment. And with more on that when we return, we'll hear from Todd Callis.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
You've been needing this day for a long time. It's a promise you made to yourself and to each other to start trading those online connections for real connections, to turn off the reality shows and turn up the reality, to stop the go, 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 and Tradewinds Island Resorts on St. Pete Beach, Florida. Beach discounts at justletgo.com/raise.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in a bag.
You're finally here. Long way from the Sandlot. First game in the majors? You don't know ARP, because this family is enjoying a cross-country baseball stadium trip they planned online at AARP Travel. It's where your journey begins with inspiration, planning, booking, and hot travel tips from real pros. If you don't think seize the trip when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Find more surprising possibilities and get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Go get help, boy. Go get help. Go get help. Right now.
If you're a cat, you ignore people. It's what you do.
Come on.
If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Go on, kitty, kitty.
From bizarre collections to one-of-a-kind artifacts, we reveal shocking family secrets and the true price of treasured heirlooms as Jamie Colby hosts Strange Inheritance, a new primetime original series. Weeknights, only on Fox Business Network.
Beautiful
afternoon in St. Petersburg, Florida, as we welcome you inside Tropicana Field as the Rays get ready for Game 3 of this series against the New York Yankees and Game 3 of this 9-game homestand. In Rays history, only one other pitcher, Joel Peralta, has appeared in more games than Grant Balfour. And unfortunately for Grant, last night would be his final appearance with the Rays because Grant would be designated for assignment. He had a great career here. In 2008, he really came on the scene for the Rays and helped lead the Rays along with J.P. Howe as guys that were really locked down in the bullpen when the Rays won the American League Championship in 08. But when he was anointed the closer leading into 2014, it just wasn't the same for him in his second stint around with the Rays. And there's that grand slam allowed last night to Chris Young, as you can see what Grant has done in his career. So the roster move is this. Grant Balfour designated for assignment. Again, we wish the Aussie the best of luck in the future. And Brandon Gomes, who is probably as good as anybody on the Rays staff this spring, is brought back from AAA Durham. You see what he did in 4 games with the Durham Bulls. Here's Kevin Cash, the manager, who's basically the same age as Grant, about the decision after the game last night.
Very difficult decision with Grant, just for what he's meant to the organization and the way he's pitched here in a lot of big games, big moments for this organization. But it was kind of out of need for our team going forward. We were getting a little short, and you know, we need innings. Where we're at with some injuries and situations like that, that was kind of the deciding factor.
So Gomes will be in the bullpen today for the Rays as Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays look to avoid the first sweep here at the Trop in 3 games or more at the hands of the Yankees in almost 10 years. Matt Andres will be on the mound for Tampa Bay. Michael Pineda on the mound for the Yankees. All the action right around the corner.
Not the vast frozen plains or a wall of mountains. Nothing would get between him and what he was after. Some called him obsessed. We call him Mr. Coors. And the pure Rocky Mountain water he hunted down is still used to brew the beer that bears his name. Coors, the banquet beer.
Spin by H.H. Gregg to see some reasons why J.D. Power ranked H.H. Gregg highest in customer satisfaction among largest appliance retailers. Thousands of the biggest names in stock. Whirlpool, Maytag, Samsung, LG, KitchenAid, GE, and hundreds of appliances on display. Refrigerators, ovens, dishwashers, washers, dryers. Now use your H.H. Gregg credit card and save an extra 5% off major appliances, $497 and up. So spin by H.H. Gregg and hhgregg.com.
T-Mobile is breaking the rules of wireless.
The world is yours. Go and
And the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge is breaking the rules of design. Can't get your hands on it because you're locked down by a carrier? Break free.
Go and take it.
T-Mobile will pay every penny of your switching fees. Get ahead of the curve and get your hands on the Galaxy S6 Edge for $0 down at T-Mobile today.
I don't mind helping out with the errands.
We like that one.
And with Bright House Wi-Fi hotspots just about everywhere,
Put it back.
I'm only a FaceTime away.
No, I think it's maybe on your left.
This one?
No.
You sure?
You shouldn't have that. I still see you.
Thousands and thousands of free Wi-Fi hotspots. Get Premier TV, 15 megabit internet, and HD DVR service only $92 a month for 12 months.
We are Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
This afternoon, the Rays try to find the winning side of the ledger at home, where they are 1-4, and they send Matt Andres to the hill to face the New York Yankees. Starting lineup for New York, presented by your Southern Ford dealers. Ellsbury leads it off, followed by Brett Gardner, and then Alex Rodriguez, Teixeira, Headley, and Drew down the middle. Garrett Jones is in right. John Ryan Murphy behind the plate. E.D. Gregorius bats ninth. He is at shortstop. Matt Andriese, 25 years old, set to go to work, and the first pitch of this game is a called strike. That first pitch presented by Pinch a Penny. Ellsbury hitting .273 to start the day. 1-1.
Well, the one thing that you expect this afternoon from Matt Andriese, number one, to get deeper into a game. He was on a low pitch count in his first start, and also to be a little bit more refined.
There's a line drive just out of the reach of Beckham, and a base hit into right for Ellsbury. Key for Andriese to keep the ball down.
Keep the ball down, use those infielders, and this was a breaking ball that really just swept across the plate right into the swing of Ellsbury. Dropped it right onto the bat head. He's able to get it just out of the reach of Tim Beckham out at second base, and the Yankees with a leadoff man aboard, a man who you got to keep an eye over at first base with Jacoby Ellsbury. 39 out of 44 stolen bases last year. Already has a couple this season.
The Yankees had a big offensive night last night. 9 runs, 10 hits. There's Brett Gardner. And the start of a move, and Ellsbury gets back safely. And boy, how he did that, I don't know. He started to move, and now a balk's going to be called.
Yeah, that was an interesting, Matt Andriese started his motion, and I think that's what Jacoby Ellsbury took off early. That was strange. Let's take a look at it here. You'll see Andriese come set. Then he comes up. I think you can do that.
Well, Bob Davidson is the umpire at third. He called the balk. He called one last night, too, near the end of the game.
Right. Well, he wasn't going to go 2 straight games without getting one in.
Yeah.
And he's getting it out of the way early today. But, you saw Andriese come up and come set, and then almost as if he was coming set again. And that's what Bob Davidson saw, and he was facing it with a right-handed pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, if there's a balk in the building, Bob Davidson's going to find it. And he just did.
B squared. Now watch him. Here he comes set. And then he's going to do it again.
So that moves Ellsbury up to second base.
Oh, and by the way, Ellsbury was going.
Yeah.
After he came set and then started to move again, Ellsbury was off to the races.
Bob Davidson, he was behind the plate last night. Cut and a miss to Gardner. And the bunt. Longoria bare hands and throws it over to third base goes Ellsbury. So Gardner advances the man. And Longoria gets him at first.
You see where Evans playing up on the turf. Kind of angled towards second base so he can keep an eye on Ellsbury if Ellsbury was to run. Shows you what the Yankees can do here with those 2 speedsters at the top of the order.
And here is Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming off a big night in Friday's series opener. 1-0.
Well, we saw a different tact against Alex Rodriguez in last night's game. The hard stuff, middle in with some elevation, a lot of good changeups. In fact, you go back, Jake Odorizzi had an at-bat, 3 straight changeups to strike him out. Off speed below the zone, heaters above.
This one is just a little low. 2-0. Last night's game was scoreless through the first 5, and the Yankees with a couple in the 6th and broke it open in the 7th. That's a strike. 2-2. David Rackley, young umpire 33, calling the balls and strikes.
Well, and this pitch comes after the swing and a miss, and then Rivera going through the signs, calling for a couple of other pitches. Andriese shook to that fastball. Now even up.
And we'll go full. Ellsbury opened with a single, balked to second, bunted over to third, there with 1 out. And ball 4. That puts men on the corners.
Well, let's take a quick look at the Rays defense as it lines up this afternoon, brought to you by BMW. The outfield left to right, we have Brandon Geyer, Desmond Jennings, and Steven Souza Jr. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Asdrubal Cabrera, Tim Beckham, and Alan Dykstra. Rene Rivera behind the dish.
So Mark Teixeira, the first baseman, drove it a run with a fly ball last night. Shift on for him and a big cut. Strike 1.
Well, Mark Teixeira likes to hit off that back foot. He likes to get the ball elevated and into the outfield. This is going to be a good battle here because Andriese can get the ground ball and wants one badly here. Love to get that ground ball inning-ending double play.
Fly ball into right. Sousa's going to make the catch, and now throw back to first. In there and tagging and scoring is Ellsbury. Rodriguez took off and was about halfway between first and second. That would have been interesting. A good throw to first on the money.
Yeah, they did have a shot. They absolutely had a shot because Alex Rodriguez ventured too far off of first. First things first, Mark Teixeira does get one elevated. You see how far Alex Rodriguez was off, and Steven Souza Jr. was thinking the right way, and Teixeira asking his partner out there, what are you thinking?
Well, the Yankees got a run in the first. Chase Headley fouls it right back into the screen. Foul the other way. 0-2. So you look at that right now. You have to figure that balk figures into the run being scored. The other way foul. Headley just serving it down toward the bullpen. The miss. Headley out on strikes. We'll go to the bottom of the first. New York with a run in their half.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, he took America's best-selling car in a bold direction. Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make?
Get a 2-year lease on a new 2015 Toyota Camry SE for $199 a month.
Toyota, let's go places.
Got a traffic ticket? Don't pay it. Call the lawyers at The Ticket Clinic. We fight for you on any moving violation, from speeding to red light camera tickets, suspended license, even DUI. You don't have to go to court.
Speeding to an emergency? 25 years with The Ticket Clinic. Lots of speeding tickets. No points, no school, no court appearance. Batting 1,000%. The Ticket Clinic, my prescription for relief.
Call now, 1-800-CITATION.
The Nissan Rogue. With blind spot warning, a round view monitor, and intuitive all-wheel drive. Choose Rogue just $219 per month, or get 0% APR financing. Innovation that excites. Rogue, from the most fuel-efficient lineup in America. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
My name is Jaguars, and this season of The Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
Matt Andrees giving up a run in the top of the first. We go to the Rays, half of the inning. Take a look at the starting lineup for Kevin Cash, presented by your Southern Ford dealers. David DeJesus leads it off, followed by Steven Souza Jr. and Asdrubal Cabrera. Evan Longoria at third cleanup in front of Desmond Jennings and Alan Dykstra. Brandon Geyers in left with Tim Beckham hitting eighth. Playing second, and the catcher batting ninth is Rene Rivera.
Taking the mound this afternoon for the New York Yankees is the tall 6'7" Michael Pineda, making his third start of the season. And the issue with Pineda has just been keeping him healthy, keeping him on the mound. Got tremendous stuff, throws a lot of strikes.
And David DeJesus faces him. First pitch is upstairs. DeJesus has lost 15 at-bats against Pineda. He's 4 for 15. And you see those numbers overall off to a very good start, helping the Rays. 1-1.
Well, it didn't take long for the Rays to realize the value of David DeJesus. Kind of wondering how he fit in on this team as the season started, and he's helped out immensely in his limited time.
2-1. Yeah, you wonder where they would be without him with all of the injuries. Pitching depleted, then position players started to go down. They're hopeful to have James Loney ready by the Toronto series. And we'll get more reports on the pitching situation. A couple seem to be on the verge, moving in the right direction.
Well, Drew Smyly throwing today. Hoping to get 4 or 5 innings out of him.
This will be foul down the left field side. We're on the count full. 3-2. Jake McGee threw in the bullpen today. So if all goes well with Smyly pitching in Jacksonville, then he'll be on his way back. That potentially, I guess, could be on this homestand. It would appear Loney and Smyly have a chance to be ready for the Blue Jays. (3-2) to David. He fouls this one again out of play.
Pineda, fastball, slider, changeup. There'll be times where he'll change that slider, just change the shape of it a little bit. Comes in more like a cutter.
Yeah, he really likes that pitch. And he misses a little bit outside. The Rays have a base runner.
Let's take a look at the Yankee defense as it lines up. Brought to you by BMW. In the outfield, left to right, Brett Gardner, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Garrett Jones. Across the infield, third to first, Chase Headley, Didi Gregorius, Stephen Drew, and Mark Teixeira. John Ryan Murphy will handle the catching duties.
Steven Souza Jr. comes in with a couple of home runs. 250 on the year, and just that in this series, 2 of 8. Ball 1.
If Michael Pineda is going to give you a free pass, Rays need to do something with that. Get this offense going. This is a guy who only walked 7 hitters last year in 76 in the 3rd innings, had 1 walk this season in his 2 starts, 12 and a 3rd, and walks the leadoff man to Jesus.
Foul ball back, 1-1, and he's been pretty good at halting a running game. Actually better than pretty good in his career. He's given up 15 steals and 15 caught stealings.
For a right-hander, excellent numbers.
I mean, he's a big guy too, to get rid of a pitch to the plate and a move to first.
Yep, and if you can hold the running game to a 50-50 proposition, and out of the 50-50, only the best base stealers are taken off on him. That's a way to effectively control the running game for the most part. And he's keeping an eye on DeJesus here. Big hole on the right side with Teixeira holding DeJesus on for Souza Jr.
Ball 2 strikes. There's the slider.
Well, front door it. He'll run it away from the right-handers. Talked about him changing the shape. Sometimes it comes in more like a cutter. Steven Souza can get something out away from him right now. Steven Drew is hugging that bag at second.
High fly ball back into left. Gardner's going to go to the wall for it. Reaching, and it is gone. Steven Souza Jr. hits one into the front row and left, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead.
I'm going to tell you something right now. That home run speaks to Steven Souza Jr.'s strength more than the blast that he hit in Toronto. And the reason why is off the bat, that looked as routine of a fly ball to left field as you're going to get. But the carry that he was able to get shows you how much backspin and how strong he is.
The shortstop, number 13.
Looked like a little bit out in front and underneath. Had tremendous height, and it just doesn't come down. So it's safely in the stands.
3rd home run of the year for Souza. The ball 1 to Cabrera. You're right about that. Those good power hitters get some kind of carry. Foul out of play, and boy, you're right about that, because he didn't get nearly all of that. Just strong enough to hit a fly ball. For most hitters, that's just a regular fly ball.
And even the way that Gardner was drifting, he was drifting with the idea of, when's this ball coming down? I mean, I'm going to catch this.
Ground ball that deflects off Pineda to the right side, and a race to the bag at first. Cabrera beats Pineda in, and he has a base hit. Ball deflected off to Teixeira, so a single for Cabrera.
Well, the Rays could have used some of these breaks. The way things that have been going, shut out in the ball game last night. They get a leadoff, uncharacteristic walk. They turn that into a run. And then Cabrera with a shot here off of Pineda's foot. And he beats it at first.
And he never got to the bag. Just short reaching with that right foot for the bag. 2 runs in with nobody out. Cabrera at first for Evan Longoria. Evan has never had a hit off Pineda in 11 official at-bats. 0 for 11.
I like the idea that you're going for right now, though, with the reverse jinx.
Yeah, it's time. Well, some good things falling into place for the Rays here in the first, so why not? There's a backhanded play at third by Headley, and out at second base. Headley, ball just not hit hard enough to get by him still. A superb play by Headley at third.
Chase Headley can play a little bit of third base, and Evan Longoria making a bid up the line. You see Headley able to get over to it, get to his feet. Get that ball over to Stephen Drew at second base to get Cabrera the lead runner.
So Longoria's at first on a fielder's choice for Desmond Jennings. Fastball on the corner for a strike. Desmond with a couple hits and 5 at-bats in his career off Pineda, and looking for his first extra base hit of the year. Puts him down 0-2.
And the way that he swung the bat in spring training, hard to believe that he's sitting in that position 2 weeks into the season, because he tore the cover off the baseball from beginning to end through the month of March.
Headley at third, down to second, one. First base safe there.
I'll tell you what, you know, that's one of those plays where when you see it hit, you think, okay, the Yankees have a chance to turn this, even with Desmond running. But Chase Headley took his good old time getting that ball over to second base. Everything was slow on that turn for the Yankees, and that allowed Desmond Jennings to beat it. And I'll tell you what, Desmond Jennings probably not real happy with this at-bat, but as he's able to beat out the double play, now's your opportunity. You want to maybe press your luck here, think about stealing. You got the lead.
Well, why not? You're leading. He's 4 or 5 in that department. Dykstra up here takes a breaking pitch for a strike. It's a ball and a strike. Starting to stop by Desmond off first. Count on Dykstra advances to 2-1 with a fastball off the plate wide. Yankees with a run in the first. The Rays answer with 2 in their half of the inning. There goes Desmond. Pitch is a strike, and the throw a strike as well. Jennings going in head first and tagged out by Gregorius. So the inning is over. The Rays with a couple runs, and they lead 2-1.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, we took America's best-selling car in a bold direction. The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make?
Get a low 0% APR for 60 months on the new 2015 Toyota Camry.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Cancer doesn't care that we wanted to enjoy our golden years together.
Cancer doesn't care that I want to dance with my grandbaby at his wedding.
Cancer doesn't care that I'm scared.
Cancer doesn't care.
Cancer doesn't care about you, but we care. With CyberKnife available at Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology, there's no pain, no cutting, and patients can resume their normal activity immediately. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife at Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology.
You're right.
time for new tires. With your appointment, we'll install them in less than 59 minutes, or you get $59 back and a free oil change.
Sounds good. The 59-minute quick tire install. Guaranteed every day with an appointment. You can even time us. That's another plus from Tires Plus.
Can you see it?
It's our mission to energize the community through the magic of Rays baseball. There's magic in home runs, spectacular catches, and crucial strikeouts. Our most magical moments, though, are about more than baseball. That's why we raise up for all the kids in Tampa Bay, supporting their safety, health, and education. Join us in creating magic as we raise up for our everyday MVPs. How do you raise up?
It's a revolution.
Rays with an early lead on the Steven Souza Jr. home run. We go to the second with Stephen Drew leading off. An appetizer here early in the game.
Tell you what, cotton candy has played a prominent role on early season telecasts.
Stephen Drew takes the pitch away. Rays have the shift on.
Have you ever seen it made?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Those big tubs. 2-0.
Amazing what you can do with pure sugar.
Yeah. And, you know.
Matches the hat.
Yeah, you've got a match. You got the blue earlier. Now the cap. Pink, you got to have some pink cotton candy. 2-1 here on Drew. And we're still talking about Souza's home run between half innings here and how impressive that home run was. First row, but to get that kind of carry and where he hit it.
In this building, you know, it's not like this is a hitter's paradise. You know, you're thinking maybe if that's a wind aided or it's a hot day and you get that carry, okay. But in this building, he was a little bit out in front, got underneath it, and that just speaks to his strength. That ball just kept carrying and carrying, and that was impressive.
And Andres walks Drew. You don't want to start doing that to the leadoff guy with a one-run lead.
Right fielder, number 30.
Garrett Jones will be up. Yeah, you get a climate-controlled building like this, you're not going to get a lot of great carry. And you're right. If it's humid, ball's going to carry a little more. But his strength, because he did not square that one up by any means. And still got it out.
Imagine if he had.
Garrett Jones last year with the Marlins. He takes the curveball in there for a strike.
They bring him over to sometimes spell Mark Teixeira at first base. He could also DH for you today. Going to start out in right field.
It's a ball and a strike.
Stephen Drew on that lead, that right leg open. That allows for a clear path for a jump and or potential stolen base attempt. He's not squared off towards second base. Keep that lead leg, that hip leaked open just a little bit.
Cut the miss. We get a chance. We might want to show Andres balk.
Yeah.
And then his normal delivery out of the stretch. There are some similarities.
Similarities, but much more exaggerated on the one that he got called on.
That's going to get through the left side against the shift. Jones with a base hit. 2 men on now with nobody out.
Catcher, number 66, John Ryan Murphy.
So a couple hits and 2 walks allowed by Andres. Gave up a run in the first. Evan in from third. John Ryan Murphy getting a start behind the plate. 3 for 10 in the early going. Strike one. Into center field. Jennings on the catch. The runners will hang on. Drew went back to tag, but stays there. Ball loose on the infield, but corralled by Longoria. That's the first out.
Shortstop, number 18.
Well, the Rays would love to get 5 from Andriese today. He was a little over 70 pitches in his outing the first time.
Well, and he'll be turned loose in this start. You know, that was a little over 70 in that start against the Blue Jays, coming off of a 2-week span where he threw a total of 2 innings. So you think, how sharp is a guy going to be, and how deep will he be able to go? Well, once you get up over the 70 pitch mark, now you're looking at, you know, mid 80s, 90, 95, whatever he can handle if he can maintain his stuff. And that's something that throughout his career in the minor leagues, he has shown the ability to maintain stuff deep into game and be durable.
Gregorius with the 1 strike count. Yeah, and with a guy like Andriese on the hill in this situation, you're always hopeful that you can get a ground ball and get a double play and get out of the inning.
You talk about helping the pitch count and efficiency. The old 2-for-1 always helps.
Ground ball. Andriese to second for 1. First base 2. There's the double play. Yankees out. They do not score. The comebacker to the Hills starts the double play. The Rays will have a 2-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the second.
Hello?
Hey, Jason. No need to rush. Mr. Brooks won't be in today.
Nice. Thanks.
With an aggressive new look and attitude, who took America's best-selling car in a bold direction? The Toyota Camry. What bold moves will you make?
Get a 2-year lease on a new 2015 Toyota Camry SE for $199 a month.
Toyota. Let's go places.
We spend a lot of time together.
Well, mainly in traffic.
I'm serious. We've been together, what, a super long time.
True.
And at first it was all business. You know, I'd take him here, I'd take him there.
Everywhere.
And over the years, we've really bonded.
Sure.
Why else would you always buy me a Chevron with Techron?
Because we need gas.
I think it's more than that. I think that you care about me.
You're a good friend.
Best friends?
Yes, best friends.
Yeah.
Your car takes care of you. Care for it. Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
Ow.
When a day's work was mining for gold under the frozen ground for 12 straight hours, happy hour had a whole new meaning. And when the men sat down for their banquet, Mr. Coors brought a beer worthy of the occasion, a beer that's still known as the banquet beer.
April brings out the passion in everyone. Share yours.
Two to one, bottom of the second inning. Rays lead. David Ortiz and the Red Sox are in town for the AL East battle against the Rays, and Evan Longoria the 21st through the 23rd. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS. Alan Dykstra fouls this one back. He was at the plate when Jennings was caught stealing. Dykstra, Geyer, and Beckham. Pitch is 1-1. Those two balls and a strike. the miss. It's 2-2. Cut and the miss, and Dykstra out on strikes. Pineda picks up his first strikeout of the game.
Left fielder, number 5.
A nasty slider here by Pineda. See those fingers on the outside of it, and it's 6'7", and that arm angle, you get a little bit of the depth, and you get the real sweeping action. You can really fling that ball up there, put a lot of movement on it, one way or the other.
Brandon Geyer. A ball, no strikes. Lifted into right, and Jones will come in a few steps. 2 up and 2 down. Tigers have taken a 4-0 lead in the first at home on the White Sox on a grand slam by Cespedes. Well, the Tigers, what a start.
How about it? You figured that the American League Central was a division where Chicago improved, Cleveland a solid team, the Kansas City Royals went to the World Series last year, Minnesota Twins trying to build, but bringing up the rear, at least in the early season prognostications. And going to be a tough division, a tough race all the way to the end, back and forth, and the Tigers have jumped out and served notice that this is our division. If you want it, you're going to have to chase us down.
Yeah, you're right. The White Sox, they'd made some changes and were very optimistic about their chances. And Tigers start the day 9-2 and have a 4-0 or 9-2 and have a 4-0 lead today over the White Sox. Cut and a miss. Beckham ahead in the count. Gave it a shot on that fastball.
Yeah, and that we've seen a couple of those in the 91, 92, and it almost appeared to be cutting. Slight cut. That arm angle can create a lot of movement. We talked about that on the slider. Also the traditional fastball, and when he will cut it.
Picks up the zone out there.
Yep.
Just on the edge. Well, the Yankees have waited a while for Pineda to get healthy after they got him from Seattle. Here's a look at that last pitch.
Well, it starts on one side of the plate, ends on the corner of the other.
That's why he loves that slider so much. Base hit in the hole between short and third. Well, Beckham singled off that pitch.
I got an idea on a new pace of play rule. In the spirit of speeding up the game, Tim Beckham ought to go to the plate and just announce, you know what, just make it a 2-2 count, everything's fair, and I'll go from there. Because he has been dynamite with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and we have seen him that way, even with spot him 2 strikes and then start the at bat. I mean, he's been amazing. I mean, it's tough for veteran hitters to do that. Here's this rookie who's just had some great at bats like that. Rene Rivera takes the pitch down and away, 1-0. Ground ball short. Gregarious takes it to Drew on the force, and will head into the third. Rays 2, New York 1.
There's parallel parking, or there's parking that's unparalleled. And 2 miles per gallon difference may not seem like much until you have to walk it. Now more than ever, reliability is an American thing. Drive the all-new Chrysler 200 during the Chrysler Award Season event. Purchase and get $3,500 total cash allowance on the 2015 Chrysler 200. Offer ends May 4th.
Have you or a loved one suffered complications after uterine surgery from the use of a power morcellator? If so, call the Sentinel Group now. You may be entitled to significant compensation. The FDA estimates that 1 in 350 women undergoing a myomectomy or hysterectomy have unsuspected sarcoma or cancer in the uterus. The Sentinel Group's experienced network of attorneys have years of experience fighting big medical companies and is ready to fight for you. So if you've developed uterine cancer, call the Sentinel Group now for a free confidential consultation.
What does it take to drive home America's favorite brand from Pines Ford? Well, zero. During the Sign and Ride event at Pines Ford in Pembroke Pines, with zero down, zero first payment, with zero due at signing. Like this 2015 Ford Fusion. Lease it today for $259 a month. Plus, get 2 years of complimentary oil and filter changes on us with the purchase of any new or pre-owned Ford during the Sign and Ride event. Going on now at Pines Ford in Pembroke Pines. Visit us online at pinesford.com and like us on Facebook.
Morgan. For 50 years, AYSO has been teaching kids how to play soccer in a fun and supportive environment. Sign up now at ayso.org. Great soccer starts here.
We head to the third inning with the Rays leading the Yankees by the score of 2-1. The Tampa Bay community lost one of its finest December 21st this past offseason as 17-year Tarpon Springs police officer Charles Condick was killed in the line of duties. Then his beginning of his career with the New York Police Department, NYPD. We see Teresa there. 6 kids he left behind, and Alina, one of the 6 children, threw out the first pitch, the ceremonial first pitch before today's game. And then the badge number 285, the call sign, was honored here, and it's on the wall along with the numbers for former St. Petersburg officers Jeffrey Lazowitz, David Crawford, and Sergeant Tom Batinger. So appreciate the Condick family being here, and he will always be remembered at Tropicana Field, guys.
All right, Todd, thank you. They keep us safe. Ellsbury singles up the middle. And he is 2 for 2, leadoff base hit here in the third.
Brett Gardner.
And Brett Gardner. Gardner put down the bunt, a sacrifice in the first, up here in a similar situation. One ball, no strikes. Gardner, 296 on this early season. Just back in the lineup. He had a bone bruise on his wrist. Had a couple of hits and a walk last night. There goes the runner. And the throw in time this time. Boy, perfect throw down there. And Cabrera slapped the tag on him to cut down Ellsbury.
New York Yankees third in the American League last year in stolen bases. Big reason why, Gardner and Ellsbury. And they have been running on the Rays in this series. But a nice job here. Rene Rivera coming out with that off-speed pitch and a rocket right on the money. An easy pitch for Cabrera to handle and get the sweep tag there in time.
And he races the base runner, and a base hit on the 2-0 pitch. Gardner's aboard. So speed aboard 1 pitch later.
Well, and you know what? Keep your eye on Brett Gardner. He's already gotten the Rays twice in this series. Once last night, once the night before. The one the night before was with Alex Rodriguez up at the plate, coming now in a pinch running role, and actually led to the Yankees win. And an interesting setup here defensively. Tim Beckham is on the shortstop side of second base. So if Gardner does go, he's going to have to be the guy that covers. He's right here.
So Rodriguez, who walked in the first, hits in the third. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch is low. Liner up the left side toward the corner. Geyer tries to cut it off down there in the corner. It's going to be 2 bases to throw back down the line. And Gardner stops at third. So it's second and third with nobody out in the third.
Alex Rodriguez with a walk his first time up had a good look at Matt Andriese, and here he got a pitch. It looked to be it was going to either be a cutter or a slider that stayed up in the middle and allowed him to get his arms extended. And we all know that Alex Rodriguez wants to extend those arms on something out over the plate. We saw that in game 1 of the series.
Oh, thank goodness for the caught stealing for the first out of the inning. Now it's second and third with Teixeira. 3 hits in the inning. 1 out, 2 men on, both in scoring position. Teixeira drove in a run with a fly ball in the first. First pitch upstairs. Seven runs batted in for Teixeira, and he has 3 of the 17 New York home runs this year. Two and 0. Well, the Yankees have had men in scoring position now in each of the first 3 innings. That's a strike. 2-1. Beckham, a couple of steps into the outfield, shaded toward the hole. And Cabrera at short, shaded toward the middle.
And not as extreme as we've seen for obvious reasons.
And it's 3 balls and a strike.
You know, it used to be when you played a shift on somebody or even shaded a little bit on somebody, you would pitch them that way. But the way that it works now, there's so much data out there that you can pitch a guy away and play him to pull, and he'll still do it most of the time. That isn't the norm. It used to be you pitch him away, he'd hit that ball the other way.
Ground ball. Beckham's going to take care of this. The run will score. Gardner crosses the plate to tie the game. Teixeira driving in the second run of the day for New York.
Mark Teixeira, all he's thinking right there is get something over to the right side. Love to get a base hit. He did that, tied up the game, but you know, like I said, it used to be you had to pitch to the shift if you wanted it to work. Now you just pitch. Let the shift take care of itself with all the data that's behind it.
Chase Headley. Blown away. 1 ball, no strikes. You know, that's an interesting concept too, because you know, a pitcher may want to work a hitter a certain way, and if he finds himself pitching entirely to the shift, then he could give away a significant part of his game plan.
Well, and that's why with all of the advanced metrics out there, I guarantee you, as the Rays go down and how they're going to set their defense, it factors in to the game plan of the pitcher.
Up the middle and a base hit off the glove of Cabrera. Rodriguez scores. It's 3-2 New York. It's Headley makes contact and picks up the RBI.
Well, that was going to be a tough play as Drupal Cabrera going back up the middle to try to backhand that. If he gets it clean, he's got a chance. Headley, this ball trying to sneak it through into center field and just off the heel of the glove there. Actually right off the pinky of that glove. It'd have been a tough play, but not going to be made that way.
6 hits now for the Yankees off Andriese. Stephen Drew, the hitter. Strike one. And 6 hits and a couple walks. And 3 runs to this point in a 3-2 game. No 2. Headley over at first. Covered up there by Rivera. Nice job by the Rays catcher.
This Yankee lineup thus far making Matt Andriese work. We talked about the number of scoring opportunities that they've had. He got bailed out by a inning-ending double play last inning on a ground ball back to himself. But it has been a battle thus far. The Yankees have now taken the lead.
Tap toward the mound. Andriese makes the throw to first to get Drew. Yankees scored 2. Bottom of inning 3 coming up, top of the order for the Rays.
What if banking felt good? What if the coffee was fresh? What if your branch was cheery? What
Here
if
you go, Joe.
Oh, thanks. What if everyone knows your name? See, with Grow, you're not just a customer, you're a member. And that means that they care about more than just your money. They care about you because, hey, you deserve it.
So what are you waiting for? Join the Grow family and start getting more.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
and a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
Strike! Rays fans, get in the swing of things and get a free 6-inch sub of your choice from Subway. You're out! Every time the Rays pitchers strike out 10 batters in a home game, take your ticket stub or seat locator receipt to any Cane's store and get a coupon for a free 6-inch sub of your choice from Subway. No purchase necessary. Cane's Furniture. Quality so good, it's guaranteed for life.
The one show NASCAR fans can't miss. NASCAR Race Hub. Weekdays on Fox Sports 1.
One-run ball game in the middle of the third here at the Trop. Yankees lead the Rays 3-2. Let's check in right now with Emily Austin. Emily?
Dwayne, thanks. David DeJesus coming up to bat. This is a guy that's had a very interesting offseason. A lot of trade talk. He didn't even know he was going to be playing for the Tampa Bay Rays. Dwayne, you said it earlier. Good thing he is because the Rays have really needed him, and he's delivered with his bat lately. But more importantly, this guy is a pro's pro. He always has a smile on his face. I talked to him a little bit before the game, and he said, I pride myself on always being ready. That's my job. I'm going to be the same guy each and every day. That way coaches know what to expect from me, and some of these young guys might be able to implement in their careers, guys.
Well, all of that's true about David DeJesus, and he has produced, given the opportunity. It's been a big part of the Rays' this year after wondering if he had a place at all. That's what depth can do for you.
Well, the other thing that's nice about DeJesus is he doesn't need to be managed. You know, he's got enough of a track record, self-motivated, knows what he needs to get done. You don't have to worry about him. Is David here? Is he in a good mood today? Has he gotten his work in? Is he doing the little things? Manager doesn't have to worry. He knows that he's going to be ready to go on the call at all times.
That's why I think, especially for this team, and I know there's a lot of talk about moving him. He had the contract, probably not going to be a place for him, but they have 9 rookies right now on this team. How great is it to have a guy who can come in, do what he's supposed to do by example? He's not making any speeches. He just conducts himself properly, is prepared for whatever happens. And you'd love to have that presence in any clubhouse, particularly when you have so many young players around. Down 1-2 in the count. He walked and scored on the Souza home run in the first. Back of first fair, and Teixeira takes care of that. Steven Souza Jr. on his way to the plate. Connected in the first. Did a 1-2 pitch out of here.
Off the end of the bat, breaking ball. You just don't get an appreciation for how high that ball was hit and the carry that he was able to get with it. That was good for 2 runs.
Just foul outside the third base bag. Souza hit 2 home runs on the road trip in Toronto. That long blast of Daniel Norris in Toronto, and then a home run to left off Mark Burley. One off the right-hander Michael Pineda here in this game. Ground ball, that's going to go through the middle to the left of Gregorius. Souza is 2 for 2.
Souza stands in the box up there like a scorpion. He got that bat wrapped around like a scorpion's tail, always looking to strike, and he hit that ball hard. Gregorius thinking maybe there's a chance he could get there with the dive, but that ball stung and shoots right back up the middle. Souza off to a great start here this afternoon.
I like that. Like a scorpion's tail, ready to strike.
You'll like it even more from the center field shot because he's there. He's up, just ready to unleash.
That's Jubal Cabrera in the batter's box. And they always have to be concerned about Souza on the bases as well. 4 steals already this year.
And an aggressive lead. That's an aggressive lead. You know,
strike to Cabrera.
When you look at this field here and Tropicana Field and the cutout at first base, typically a good lead, that cutout is about right in the middle of a guy's stance. Watch Souza. He's getting that left foot. Right here's the cut. He may even get out further than that. Yes, he will. That's an aggressive lead.
He'll draw the throw.
And to draw that throw, you know, you'll talk about a one-way lead. And that's where a base runner will get out so far, and he'll get out far enough that he's going to draw a throw. And all he's thinking is that first flinch, I'm getting back to first base. That's why it's a one-way lead. See how far he can get. Recognize Pineda's move. He's still deep out there.
Ground ball, backhanded. Drew goes to second out there and safe at first. Nice backhand play by Drew to start the force play to Gregorius.
Tell you what, I don't think they're going to get the double play anyway, but just to illustrate the point, the big lead right here allows Souza to get a little deeper on his secondary lead, and it gets him closer to second base in order to break up a double play. Didn't really come into play there, but down the road, you'll see him break up double plays just because of the aggressiveness of his lead.
Two outs with Cabrera aboard for Evan Longoria. Strike one, a foul ball into the top of the net. Strike off speed. And action in the bullpen. Steve Geltz is up.
Well, I'm going to start going with Scorpion for Souza Jr. and Swiss Army knife for Steve Geltz.
Yeah, he does it all. 2-1. Yeah, he could be in the game at any time. He started. He could be at the beginning, at the back end, and anywhere in between. What an asset it is to have a guy who could do it all.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him. He's becoming a favorite.
Fly ball. Ellsbury backing up and with a lot of room makes the catch. Rays are finished in the third. On to the fourth. 3-2 New York.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America with Escape and Fusion.
I like the sexy look to it.
EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon on the highway.
Are you serious?
Escape have every feature you could even imagine.
I just opened my trunk with my foot. I prefer, without a doubt, the Escape over the CR-V.
My opinion of Ford has dramatically changed.
During the EcoBoost Challenge, lease an Escape with Sync and Sound for $199 per month, or a Fusion with Sync and Sound for $179 per month. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer.
Good call on these chicken cordon bleu subs.
I know, right? Mixing it up.
We should totally do this for the rest of the things in our lives. Live spontaneously. Ooh. Wear cowboy hats.
I'm gonna let my hair grow.
Become meteorologists. I mean, let's do this.
Yes! Hang on, I got a 1:30.
So after that?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta pick up the kids. Maybe we just get these subs again tomorrow.
Oh, now you're talking. Take cover, America.
Our Publix Deli Chicken Cordon Bleu sub is served hot and bursting with unique flavors. And with online easy ordering, you can try something totally different and totally delicious. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Work away, work away.
The BMW i8's full-color head-up display keeps you focused on the road ahead, even when you're driving the BMW 3 Series. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine.
Hurry into your BMW Center today and take advantage of exclusive offers.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Wrap-up game of the series against New York. Day off tomorrow. Boston comes in and the Blue Jays on the remaining games of this homestand. There's Garrett Jones. And a nice pitch right out there on the corner for a strike. Matt Andriese has given up 3 runs, 6 hits through 3 innings. 1-1.
Well, and you hope at this point Matt Andriese is able to settle in, get some outs here. Quick outs, get that offense back in the dugout ready to go. It's still just a 1-run deficit.
Liner into center, charged by Jennings, and that ball skips by him. Souza's going to have to chase it to the track. Jones on his way to third, and is in there standing up. Well, Jennings went for it all and came up short.
That's the risk. That's the risk that you run on these types of plays. If you're going to go for it, if you don't get there, that's what can happen. It skips by you, and at that point, it becomes either triple or inside the park home run. Desmond's going down a few inches short, and that ball is able to skip up and over the glove, and Garrett Jones with a leadoff triple.
So now in a one-run deficit, the man at third, Rays pull the infield up. And John Ryan Murphy is the hitter. Pitch inside, 1-0.
Well, you're going to need something special to happen here. Runner on third, nobody out. Matt Andriese, we've talked about it ad nauseum, his ability to get ground balls. He's going to have to get one right here and hopefully right at somebody.
Strike call, 1-1.
You get to 2 strikes, you start thinking about going for that strikeout. Right now, you're thinking something on the ground.
There's a fly ball. Jennings back to catch it, and the tag. Jones comes home from third with run number 4. It's 4-2. Murphy delivers the fly ball and the RBI.
Well, we've not seen Matt Andriese today utilizing the bottom half of the strike zone as much as he would have liked. Too many balls have been elevated. That's given the Yankees some chances to take some good swings, and it allowed John Ryan Murphy there with the sacrifice fly.
Yeah, and it's really a great idea with a guy who essentially is a sinker ball guy, and the tendency has been for the strike zone to get a little lower. That's good news. And he's also a guy who can pitch up, you know, like a lot of the Rays pitchers do. And that's a good combination, but he hasn't been able to get down there a lot in this game.
Yeah, and you pitch up at your choosing.
Yeah.
You know, not just haphazardly. You know, you're picking that time to go up. Just go back to the first pitch strike to Garrett Jones. That was outside corner kneecap. That's where he needs to be until he wants to ride one up, let her high. And it's just been a struggle to consistently get to that location, and that's why the Yankees have been able to put some innings together.
Gregorius fountains it away. That will be foul. Holds the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Didi Gregorius, born in the Netherlands, lives in Curacao. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gregorius originally signed with the Reds organization after the big leagues briefly with Cincinnati, and spent parts of the last 2 seasons in Arizona with the Diamondbacks. Right side, skips by Dykstra. Beckham there, and the throw to Andriese covering is backed up by Rivera. And Gregorius gets a base hit.
Going to be a tough play once the chopper gets by Dykstra, because Beckham's got to go so far in the hole, and Gregorius getting a head start up the line and then just not able to get there. The Yankee shortstop beats it out. Just came up short, little gator arm.
So Kevin Cash out to make a pitching change, and we'll be back in a moment.
We've been thinking. A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now get nearly $9,200 total value when you trade up to this specially equipped 2015 Sierra Z60. Welcome to the show.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in a bag.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America with Escape and Fusion.
I like the sexy look to it.
EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon on the highway.
Are you serious? Escape had every feature you could even imagine.
I just opened my trunk with my foot. I prefer, without a doubt, the Escape over the CR-V.
My opinion of Ford has dramatically changed.
During the EcoBoost Challenge, lease an Escape with Sync and Sound for $199 per month, or a Fusion with Sync and Sound for $179 per month. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer.
We are the Fourth. We are the Fourth.
25-year-old right-hander Matt Andriese out of the game after 3 1/3. He made 63 pitches. Gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, responsible for a man on as he leaves. A couple walks and a strikeout. So not exactly what he was looking for today, but we didn't see truly the type of pitcher that he is today from Andriese.
No, just erratic with command. Too many balls that caught a little too much plate and were elevated, and that's not typically the way that he pitches. So just one of those days. Frustrating.
Steve Geltz in here. The first pitch to Ellsbury is a strike. Ellsbury is 2 for 2. Scored a run the first time he reached on a base hit. Was caught stealing in the 3rd. And that's a strike on the appeal. There's Bob Davidson down there saying he went around.
He did go a little bit too far. And look at Rene Rivera coming out of his crouch. Didi Gregorius is not a true base stealer, but he's a guy that the Yankees will pick their spots with as far as running. And we've seen one thing we've seen this entire series is they've been aggressive against the Rays. That was a great shot too when you see him leading off and you compare that lead with what you saw from Steve Souza Jr.
Yep.
That's why you say the Souza Jr. lead, how aggressive it was. He had his left foot at the cutout. Let's see how far Gregorius gets. And not even quite there. The right foot at the cutout.
A little one hopper. Beckham takes care of the force play at second base. A little toss to Cabrera. So Gregorius off the bases.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
Ellsbury takes over. Brett Gardner becomes the hitter. As we've seen in this series, Gardner can still run, although the last couple years we've seen some emerging power, and with that the stolen base numbers have gone from the mid-40s, sometimes pushing 50, to 20, 22, 24 in that area.
definitely has turned on that running game in this series. But you're right, Dwayne. I mean, 17 home runs last year. And you say, okay, he's a left-handed hitter at Yankee Stadium. 9 of the 17.
Yep.
We'll go for it. Pay it off.
Yeah, he hits him on the road.
On the road.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So it's not just Yankee Stadium and the short porch. And most of the damage is done on pitches up around the belt. You know, he's got that straight swing across. He's a strong guy. So you try to pitch him up and it gets, stays flat, belt high. Those are the balls that he can get to and juice every now and then.
Gilch throws him a strike. It's 1-1. Well,
he's got another big hole to work with on the left side. Cabrera hugging up the middle. Evan a little bit off the line at third, but here's your gap here, something away, and he's shown the ability to do that. Slap the ball the other way. Ray's practically inviting him to do so.
Yeah, he drove in a run with a base hit to left last night. 2 balls and a strike.
That's where the data will show the ball's truly on the ground. He's going to be more of a pull guy. He will hit the ball the other way, but more times than not, it's in the air. Regardless, that's a pretty inviting target.
Yeah, and that's how the Rays defense him. You look in the outfield, Geyer's a little bit toward the line, and Jennings a little bit toward left center. Cut and a miss, and that ball breaking down that pops away. And with that, a move up to second for Ellsbury.
Well, this inning just got a little bit more difficult. You've got speed now out in scoring position. The split there. Sometimes those pitches, you're not sure what they're going to do. That one dove down and in.
Gilch charged with a wild pitch. Ellsbury in scoring position with 2 outs. Yankees already have a run home in this inning. They lead by 2. Cut and a miss. That'll take care of Gardner and the Yankees. 4-2 New York.
There is no royal blood in this country. Nothing is reserved for anyone. It's all just out there, waiting for someone to reach out and take it. And the ones who do, these are the kings and queens of America.
Out of the mailroom and into the boardroom. This is where I belong.
I used to tinker with computers just for fun, but now I get corporate networks to run.
I went from only helping my child to a career that's really worthwhile.
Discover My College compares hundreds of colleges and thousands of degree programs to help match you to a school and degree that's right for you. Call 800-205-7531, 800-205-7531, 800-205-7531.
If you don't have life insurance, a final expense insurance plan pays cash to your family for final and all other expenses. If you're unable to purchase life insurance due to a pre-existing or current medical condition, call us right now for information and a free consultation. Rates will never increase, the policy cannot be canceled, and there are no restrictions on how your beneficiaries can use the money.
Call 1-800-467-7156, 1-800-467-7156.
We are the Fourth. We are the Fourth.
Get in on the action with exclusive on-field seating in the Papa John's bullpen box. Host your group of 50 to 85 in this private party area and leave long-lasting memories. Reserve the Papa John's bullpen box by contacting group sales at 888-FAN-RAYS. Email groupsales@raysbaseball.com or visit raysbaseball.com. Limited dates remain.
Are we going back out there this year, partner?
You mean in center field?
Yeah.
Or down to the
porch?
Oh, I think that could be fun. It was fun last year, wasn't it?
It sure was. That was actually the first time that I got a look up close and personal look at the porch, which, by the way, is a great place. And it doesn't matter. Games that are sellouts here, 20,000, 15,000, that place is always packed.
It's the gathering place.
It is.
You know, great ideas come along and you wonder, they were such a great idea. Why wasn't it there from the beginning? I mean, it just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, and you know, it almost like it was spawned from the spring training site down in Port Charlotte.
Base hit for Desmond Jennings to lead off the fourth. Yeah, it's a great spot. Tell your friends, we'll see you at the Trop. We'll meet you on the porch.
And you always have a great chance of running into Todd Callis.
Oh,
where's he been lurking?
Yeah, he's somewhere around the porch, I'm sure. You know,
the porch here or the porch at his place?
Well, any place called the porch, he'll be there. There's Alan Dykstra. That's a strike. So the Rays with a base runner facing Michael Pineda. Pineda 1-1 in 4 career starts against the Rays coming into this game. A couple of those as a member of the Seattle Mariners. Pineda got to the big leagues with the Mariners in 2011 and was 9-10. Hit off the plate. He got to the Mariners. He'd been in their system primarily in their lower level in the minor leagues, and then made 12 starts at AAA and found himself in the big leagues for the full season the next year, and was 9-10 in 28 starts. And then the shoulder issues. He was traded to the Yankees, and that first full year he was rehabbing the shoulder. They have waited a couple of years for him to come back and be healthy. And he strikes out Alan Dykstra.
Alan
Got him with a slider in the second, a slider in the fourth.
Yeah, just no answer for it. And unfortunately for Alan Dykstra, he's seen some of the better sliders this afternoon from Pineda just disappear. You think you have a beat on it. You have the speed of the pitch timed up, and just darts underneath your swing.
There's Brandon Guyer. No ball, no strikes. The Yankees got a run in the first, and the Rays got 2 in the first on the Steven Souza Jr. home run. Runner goes, and the pitch popped up. Foul ball right side to Shera, making the call. 2 gone, Guyer's out, Jennings back to first. Hey, get your stripes on. Saturday, April 25th, the Rays take on the Blue Jays, and all fans take home a Chris Archer bobblehead presented by Dex Imaging while supplies last. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Rays up.
He may need to go a size bigger on the hat.
Got the stripes, though.
Oh, gotta have the
Yeah.
stripes. I like that look. A couple of the guys wearing it this afternoon. Sunday stripes.
Tim Beckham takes the pitch for a ball, 1-0.
And some guys have on the Sunday slacks.
Tailored just right to the proper length so that you can still move.
Did you ever think that you'd see the day where baseball pants would end up looking like that?
Well, our friend George Hendrick, the forerunner.
But at least he left in the elastic at the bottom. Now the elastics are gone. There's Asdrubal Cabrera sporting the Sunday stripes.
Yeah, see, those look good.
It's a sweet look, especially because it's the real old school stirrup.
Two and one. He plays off that slider. And there's the opposite look.
Guys love it.
Three and one. Jennings opened with a base hit. He's still at first with 2 outs. There goes the runner. The pitch is a strike, and Jennings steals it. Desmond with a steal, number 5 on the year.
Well, sometimes the timing of everything can put you in a position to throw out a base stealer, but the throw, in this case, a little bit too high. You got a chance here. Desmond with a good jump. John Ryan Murphy with the throw, but you see how far Stephen Drew has to go up to get that, and then it takes him too long to get the tag down. That's the pressure, though, that you put on a defense by going. Everything has to be perfect. Pitcher's delivery, the catcher coming out of his crouch, and he has to make an accurate, strong throw.
He's down by 2. Jennings at second. Cut and a miss. Beckham out on strikes. Rays leave a man. Through 4, 4-2 New York.
Put the Honda of your dreams in your garage during the Honda Dream Garage Sales event going on now at Tampa Honda. Save thousands on new Accords, and they're covered by our nationwide lifetime warranty and a 2-year maintenance plan. Hurry to Tampa Honda.
I used to love it when my parents went to the bank. I could jump on the bed, throw pillows, raid the fridge, and play all my favorite video games for hours before they get back. But now, thanks to GTE Financial, my parents do all their banking from home, on their phone or tablet, so I can't do anything but homework. Lame. Thanks a lot, GTE, for ruining my life.
Almost everyone loves GTE Financial. Join today and help us celebrate our 80th anniversary.
Hey, Dad, can you open the moonroof?
Sure. Oh, look at that thing. You know, I used to share a bedroom with 9 siblings and 3 dogs. We used to take turns looking out of one window. I only saw the moon 3 times before my 16th birthday.
That's awful.
It is awful, and it's also not true.
You know what's awful? Your driving's awful.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in now to the BMW Sports Activity Sales event for exceptional offers.
Your car knows the score. No gasoline cleans better than Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
My name is Sugar Rashad Evans, and this season of The Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
Alex Rodriguez will open the inning here in the 5th inning for New York, our T-Mobile game changer. And a look at Rodriguez as he pursues Willie Mays, 5th on the all-time home run list. Mays at 660, and A-Rod with a couple home runs in this series to draw closer. Crispin runs batted in. And here he is. He's walked and doubled and has scored a run today. One ball, no strikes. Steve Geltz out there on the hill for the Rays. Nothing. 2 walks and a couple runs scored for Alex Rodriguez last night. And the 2 home run, 3-hit game here Friday. It's wide. 3-0. Geltz walks him. Just with a pitch wide there, and he's on for the 3rd time.
Yeah, none of those pitches to Rodriguez very close at all. After you fall behind 2-0, a couple non-competitive pitches, and now you've got that leadoff walk. Always tough to overcome.
Now Mark Teixeira. The Yankees continue to get base runners. 1-0. They put the leadoff man on base in 5 consecutive innings now.
And another pitch or 2 like that, you're going to see Jim Hickey pop out of that dugout. That was another, first pitch of the at-bat into the dirt. Not trying to do that. There you go.
It's 1-1. Ball, 2 strikes. Baltimore at Boston. The game is tied 3-3 in the top of the 4th inning. Adam Jones and Ryan Flaherty have hit home runs. This one comes up on Dykstra. He'll take the out at first, and Rodriguez moves up to second.
Off the bat, you're thinking opportunity here for a double play, but that ball off the glove of Dykstra, and he may have another bruise on his face.
Remember, he got that one in batting practice bunting when a foul ball came right up and got him.
Yeah, that came up off the glove, and once again, you got a chance here. Jeez, the head's taking a beating.
Chase Headley. 1-0 the count. Headley drove in a run in the 3rd, struck out his first time up, facing Geltz for the first time in this game, and rips it down into the corner and right. That's going to score Rodriguez. Headley's on his way to second, and the Yankees now lead 5-2.
Well, this was the fear coming in. This Yankee lineup held in check for the majority of the game last night, but they blew it apart late. A couple of runs in the 6th. They scored 7 in the 7th. Start to build some confidence, and they've come out swinging the bats well in this game too. Had Matt Andreessen trouble throughout, and now have been able to plate one off of Geltz.
Here's Stephen Drew. Outside in that Baltimore-Boston game, the Red Sox got a 3-run home run in the 1st from Hanley Ramirez. And again, that's down the bottom of the 4th, tied 3-3. fastball by Drew. 1-1. Drew hit his third home run of the season in the first game of the series, number 100 of his career. One and two. And trying to catch up to the fastball up and late. Two balls, two strikes.
You can see Geltz trying to exploit the swing of Stephen Drew by the fastball up and away from him. That swing's got a little dip into it as Stephen Drew looks to elevate pitches. Hands high, the swing got a little bit of an uppercut to it, trying to stay over the top of it with the hard stuff. You see right there, tries to do it again. Now that's 4 in a row, and he has made no bones about the heater middle away with a little bit of elevation. And that tells you right there that the Rays feel like there is a hole there for them to exploit, a pitch that they feel that Drew will go after and won't be able to do much with. Tough to get on top of.
Well, the count is full. Geltz worked an inning Friday, where he's used 5 pitchers in that one and 4 in last night's game. High fly ball. Foul ball headed toward the stands. Beckham over there quickly, but it's well out of play. Rays will have a day off tomorrow. And then Boston in, followed by Toronto. Popped up, and it hits in foul territory upstairs there in the rigging, and the ball is dead when it makes contact up there with the superstructure. Ball fell back into fair territory, but it hit in foul territory. So it's dead. And we'll see another 3-2 pitch from Stephen Drew. Yankees with another run in this inning. They've scored in 4 of the first 5. Every weeknight, don't miss MLB Whip Around on Fox Sports 1 with highlights, instant analysis, and live look-ins from around the league. MLB Whip Around is weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Geltz to try it again on 3-2 to Drew. Pops him up foul. That's straight back and will be out of play.
Well, an extended at bat here by Stephen Drew. You got to give him credit for hanging in there and fouling off some pitches, staying alive. 9 so far. Another runner in scoring position. You know, the Rays just cannot allow the Yankees to continue to add on. And to slow this Yankee tide and try to get the offense going. Already down 3.
Again foul. Back and out of play. Well, Drew has one of those Tim Beckham at-bats going.
Yeah. 2 strikes early. You're absolutely right. Works it back full and then starts fouling pitches off. This becomes frustrating for Drew and Geltz, because I guarantee you that Drew, a couple of these pitches he feels like he should have hammered, and Geltz is thinking, where do I go next?
And a foul ball again. He had a little wrinkle in that one up. "11 pitches in this at bat by Stephen Drew. Geltz to make number 12, and he bounces it in to walk him. Well, you get both the pitcher and the hitter that deeply vested into it at bat, and you hate to let it get away.
Yeah, that's extremely frustrating for whoever loses that battle, especially the pitcher, because where the at-bat ends, for Drew, Geltz has to continue to pitch, and he just used up a lot on one guy, and oh, by the way, that guy standing down at first base. And that's why this meeting right here is as much as about strategy as it is giving Steve Geltz just a little bit of a breather after a tough battle there with Drew.
He's made 22 pitches in this inning with 1 out, and 12 of those pitches came to 1 hitter.
Yep, and that's why you're just giving him a breather, a little encouragement, and then let him go back to work.
Yeah, and you know what that's like for a pitcher. I mean, that's not pleasant, especially if you get a lot of pitches in a short period of time. You throw a lot of pitches, spread them out over the day, fine.
Yep.
But you start to get a lot of pitches in a short segment, that becomes problematic.
You condense them, problematic. When they become high leverage, it even adds on a little bit more. And when you're in a battle with a guy back and forth, every pitch is max effort until you either retire him or he reaches base. So,
well, here's Jared Jones. Geltz and the Rays trying to keep this game within reach here. And we saw last night how quickly it can get out of hand. First pitch slider's a strike to Garrett Jones, who has 2 hits, including that leadoff triple in the 4th. He's batting again here in the 5th. Now 1-1. Brandon Gomes is up in the Rays bullpen. Up the right side, and that's hooking foul. Jones golfing that one in to the stands. So it's 1-2. Jones, 33 years old. Got to the big leagues briefly with the Twins in 07, and then most of his time with Pittsburgh, last year with the Marlins. Ground ball. Plays at first with the shift on. The only place to go with that one was to first. And so there will be runners at second and third. And we have a pitching change. We'll be back with a new one in a moment.
You're ready to move?
Stop dreaming. It's time for the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. Get a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus. Hurry in during the final days of the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event, and you can get 0% APR plus a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus on 2015 Jetta and Passat models. Don't wait. Offers end April 30th.
We are perfectionists. We do it right and don't stop until the job is done. We build commercial zero-turn mowers with maneuverability and comfort. Who are we? We are Kubota. Now, during Kubota's More Power to You sales event, you can get 0 down and 0% APR financing for up to 48 months on new commercial-grade Z700 series mowers.
For more information or to find a participating dealer, visit FloridaKubotaDealers.com.
Hey, Dad, can you open the moonroof?
Sure.
Oh, look at that thing. You know, I used to share a bedroom with 9 siblings and 3 dogs. We used to take turns looking out of one window. I only saw the moon 3 times before my 16th birthday.
That's awful.
It is awful, and it's also not true.
You know what's awful? Your driving's awful.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in now to the BMW Sports Activity Sales Event for exceptional offers.
My name is Jack Waves, and this season of the Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
5-2 New York leading in the top of the 5th inning here. Hey, here's today's great moment in Rays history, brought to you by Geico on this day in '98. The expansion Devil Rays flanked the Angels 6-0 to improve their record to 10-6 and become the first ever expansion team to be 4 games over 500 at any point in their inaugural season. And you see home run by Mike D. Felice there to support Rolando Rojo's work on the mound.
Well, that was the all-uniform game.
Yes, it was.
The old Devil Ray road unis and those atrocious home unis of the Angels. They went to the sleeveless with the blue sleeves, pinstripes.
Granted, Gomes in here to face John Ryan Murphy. It was a completely different era. Little tapper, that's going to be foul. Just kicked foul at the last moment.
You talk about breathing a sigh of relief. Evan Longoria caught in between, and there was not much he could do here. Trying to read this. Do I make a play? Do I not? Wisely at the end says, I've got nothing. Let it go. And it just does scoot by the bag. Nifty footwork, too, there. Getting around Drew. Yeah, those Angel uniforms, if you looked deeply enough into them, you could see the pirate ship. Like that old 80s artwork. Same idea. It's Disney for you.
This one low, covered up by Rivera. 1-2. What? There were some great uniforms. Great. Used advisedly.
Relative to the times.
Yeah. So Gomes down to Durham, 4 appearances with a .338. Murphy fouls that one the other way.
See, that was the expansion year when I was with the Diamondbacks. And we had
some great colors.
Well, no, we didn't. We had purple pinstripes, which is never great. And on Sunday afternoons, we would wear the ice cream cap. And we had a white cap with a purple bill.
Yeah.
White cap with a purple bill in the big leagues.
Yeah, and then that, what color was the logo on the front? That was...
Oh, it had all
colorful as well.
Yeah, you had purple, copper, all sorts of. Then we had the stirrup socks that had the Arizona Diamondback A at the bottom that had to be shown.
Yeah,
that was a team rule. The A had to show. So there's a lot of guys right now with the slacks out here.
They couldn't have played.
Couldn't have played for the Diamondbacks in the day.
Yeah.
And the way that we played that year, they probably wouldn't want to have played with the Diamondbacks back in the day. At least for that year.
Broken bat and the roller foul. Count still 1-2 on Murphy. Rodriguez has scored. Headley's at third base. Drew's at second with 2 outs.
And Brandon Gomes here up in the count. 2 more runners in scoring position, already down 3. And this is where you've got to make a pitch. Strikeout, poor contact. You want to expand the zone here on Murphy.
And he chases the pitch up. Out on strikes. They settle for 1, and it's a 5-2 ball game, New York.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
and a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
the Honda Dream Garage sales event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
When a warm bath is the most important part of your day, count on natural gas. With continuous hot water and higher efficiency, you can savor bath time just a little longer. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
Can you see it? Determination is the fuel pumping through our team. Success is in our DNA. Ambition is what we have in our hearts. And pride? Pride is what's written on our chest.
It's Family Fun Day on Sunday, April 26th, as the Rays host the Blue Jays. Kids 14 and under receive Desmond Jennings batting gloves. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com. Rays up.
It's a revolution.
Fox's Sun Sports is your home for AL East rivalries. It's a must-watch matchup as the Rays get ready for a crucial three-game series against the division rival Red Sox, April 21st through the 23rd on Fox's Sun Sports, where Rays fans live.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports and brought to you by Checkers. Get Checkers authentic Philly cheesesteak or try the new meatball sub. Pick yours 2 for $5. By Courtesy Toyota, you'll love what we do for you. And by Grow Financial, don't go through life, grow through life with Grow Financial Federal Credit Union.
Dwayne, I know that you were being professional in doing the read right there. But
doing the best I can with what I got.
Exactly. But if you were to watch the Rays team doing their little choreographed dance right there, if you looked in the back, the left shark from the Super Bowl was there.
The left shark has been unmasked. He was there.
For everybody with the
catch it on the replay.
Well, the DVR. You just go back, yellow shirt. Left shark.
Rene Rivera up here.
And I think that we may have just jumped the shark.
1-1 to count. The ball, 2 strikes. Rays have 5 hits off Pineda, a couple of runs. He's walked 1. And he strikes out Rivera. His 4th strikeout.
Number 7, David DeJesus.
Well, we'll go to the top of the order. David DeJesus. David is nothing of 1 with a walk. He scored a run in the first, rode home on the Steven Souza home run, which gave the Rays for the time a 2-1 lead. There's a liner and a base hit out of the reach of Headley's glove. Gardner scoops it. DeJesus has his first hit of the day. Second time he's been on.
A nice job by David DeJesus. He gets off speed away and it stays up, and so he just goes out and smacks that ball the other way, able to clear Chase Headley with the line drive and get the Rays a base runner. And I'll tell you, we continue to talk about the job that he has done, doing everything that he can to get this offense going. A 1-out hit doesn't hurt.
Steven Souza Jr. Foul right back. Strike 1.
Well, you know, doesn't it look like, as we saw Steven Souza Jr. early in the season, first week of the season, really pressing. He really came alive in that Toronto series on the last road trip, and now you can see the swing, the confidence in his swings. He's really starting to turn it loose. Has finally settled in.
That's a fair ball. DeJesus will hit third. Charlie Montoya will wave into the plate. No relay throw on the double, and the Rays get a run back. Third RBI of the game for Steven Souza. DeJesus scores from first.
Well, DeJesus with a nice job. And then right here, the changeup. And Steven Souza out in front hammers this ball. Not a whole lot of room to get it between the bag and Headley, but that's just what he does. Scorpion strikes again.
So it's a 2-run ball game here. Well, how important it was to hold the Yankees to just a run in the top of the 5th, and now the Rays have a run in their half to make it a 2-run ball game. It's Jubal Cabrera. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is a strike. The one thing we've also learned about Souza Jr., he is active on the bases. He's always a threat to run, as we've seen. He has 4 steals this year, but he at second base jockeying back and forth there as Gregorius tries to slip in behind him. But Desmond Jennings with 5 steals, including the one today, and then Souza Jr. with 4. That's something we haven't seen recently out of a Rays team. Ground ball to Drew. That's going to get Souza Jr. over to third. He'll be there with 2 outs.
Now Kevin Cash feels like this team is much more athletic, and the idea is if you can, you will.
Yep.
And so the guys that are able to steal bases are going to be off and running all season long.
Well, this would be a good time for Longoria's first hit off Pineda. They've been 0 for 2 today. And the pitch is too low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that was a good take there by Evan. He got a good look at that breaking ball down in the zone. Now he wants to see something a little bit higher than that.
A strike at the knees, 1-1. Evan has now stretched that out. He's 0 for 13 in his career against Pineda. And takes it high. Fastball up there. 2-1. Three balls and a strike.
This is what has made it difficult for Evan Longoria to get it going in the production department. In these situations, teams are just not competitively pitching to him.
Yeah, they've walked him 9 times already this year.
That's tied for most in the American League with Jose Bautista, and thus far he's taken the walks, but he wants something fat out over the plate.
Ooh, how about that for a 3-1 pitch? Drop that in there for strike 2.
Think about this entire at bat. He started off with a couple of sliders and then some pitches off the plate, and then in a 3-1 count he comes back with a slider. Not getting good pitches to hit or easy pitches to hit.
Ground ball back at third. That's grabbed by Headley. Throw to first is scooped by Teixeira to retire the Rays, who pick up a run. The run scoring on the Steven Souza double, his 3rd hit of the day, and through 5, it's 5-3 New York.
We've been thinking.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now get nearly $9,200 total value when you trade up to this specially equipped 2015 Sierra Z60. Welcome to the show.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
If your age is between 50 and 85, you probably think you can't afford life insurance. The thought of leaving your family the burden of your final expenses can be stressful, but one simple call to Fidelity Life can provide you and your family with peace of mind. With premiums and coverage amounts guaranteed to stay the same for the life of the policy. There's no medical exam required, and by answering a few simple questions, your coverage can start immediately. Speak with a licensed agent for Fidelity Life today.
Call today, 1-800-516-0730.
Yankees lead the Rays 5-3 as we head to the 6th inning from the porch here in center field at Tropicana Field, where earlier today Jake McGee was able to throw a bullpen session. A lot of guys trying to come back from injury in that Rays pitching staff, including Jake McGee, as he threw in the bullpen today. And if all goes well tomorrow, assuming he feels fine, his next outing will be a minor league rehab assignment. And guys, shortly after that, he could be ready after a few outings. Doesn't have to build up the innings. It's not like he's working on a whole lot of pitches either. There you see McGee in the bullpen session today. Drew Smiley in a game that started just about 5 minutes ago, pitching for the Montgomery Biscuits in Jacksonville this afternoon. And Alex Colomé going to get a start Tuesday with the Durham Bulls. So all those guys could recover and be back with the Rays roughly around the same time. Alex Cobb still hasn't thrown off a mound, so his timetable a little more uncertain, guys.
Well, here's a base hit by Gregorius to open the 6th inning of Gomes. That gives the Yankee shortstop 2 for 3. And the Yankees now have 10 hits.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury already up for his 4th plate appearance. Strike one. Brandon Gomes following Matt Andriese and Steve Geltz. Foul out of play by Ellsbury.
And Brandon Gomes was making a bid to make the opening day roster. The problem from him is he was not on the 40-man roster because he threw the ball lights out once again in spring training.
And I think for the first time in a while had came to spring training feeling really good physically.
Well, it showed in his outings, his numbers, all of the above. You know, that's got to be tough too. Once you're taken off the 40-man roster coming into a spring and unknown to you what's going to happen. This is the same team that took me off the 40-man. What's my future here? And he didn't let that affect him at all.
And now with the latest roster move, Grant Balfour designated for assignment, leaving a spot open on the 40-man roster. You got to be on that spot to come up and be part of the 25-man roster. And there are his numbers in the spring. You just can't get much better than that.
No.
You know, have those kind of numbers, and then at the end of spring say, well, you're going to go to AAA. And he said, all right, but knowing that there's a good chance he might have to wait a little bit, but he could be back, and here he is. So 1-2 count. As you can see with his approach how he might be better against righties than lefties. But left-handers last year, left-handed hitters hit a little over 240 against him, and so he's counteracted that. Those split, which will help a great deal.
Yeah.
Righties in the low 200s, if that sometimes. But last year it turned out low 200s, and the lefties around 240 plus.
Well, if you can get that split, change of speed, moving down and away from a lefty just like that.
Right. Yep.
That's what you're
Good
looking
example.
for. That's where you can get the weak contact, the ground balls, and that's what will help out a righty reliever against the lefties. You've got to have that. You can't. The sinker slider guys, it's tough for them. Or the guys that come in with the good four-seam fastball and a slider, unless you're just completely dominating.
Yep.
Tough. But when you mix in the split or the changeup, there's your weapon.
Two and two. In the dirt, it's blocked. So it's a full count on Ellsbury. That's Brett Gardner on deck. Got a lot of pitches in this game, a lot of deep counts.
We'll see how much faith Joe Girardi has in his belief Jacoby Ellsbury put this ball in play.
High toss over there to first.
And that's exactly what the Rays were thinking. Get a read over there on Gregorius. Do they put him in motion here? And this throw by Brandon Gomes a little too high.
And to left. Geyer is there for it. So that was a 9-pitch at bat battle between Gomes and Ellsbury. Now another left-handed hitter, and Brett Gardner. Cespedes with another home run for the Tigers. He had a grand slam early. Tigers batting. Actually, the White Sox are batting in the top of the 7th now, and it's 9-1. Tigers jumped to a 4-0 lead on the Cespedes grand slam in the first. One strike to count on Brett Gardner. And a snap throw to first. Back in is Gregorius. That's something we've seen Rivera do with some regularity.
Well, he's going to serve notice that if you want to get an aggressive secondary lead at your own risk. You see right there Gregorius getting off, and Rene Rivera had seen enough. He goes with a snap throw down there, and Dykstra not quite in time.
Back to the hill. Gomes out at second and safe at first. Gregorius upending Cabrera there in the middle of that at second base, and Gardner reaches safely.
Well, right now, Kevin Cash taking a look to see if they want to challenge. I don't think so. I think right here, here's the throw, the return throw, and certainly looked like Brett Gardner beat that easily. Rays had a chance here. That chopper back double play, and you see Asdrubal Cabrera all over the bag. A good hard slide by Gregorius. Too much speed on Gardner's end.
And here's Alex Rodriguez. He's been on base all 3 times. A double and 2 walks sandwiched around that. Rodriguez will be 40 at the end of July. Two balls and a strike. Yeah, snap throw down to first. This time it's Gardner who's back in.
Well, that may not get you the out every time he throws down there, but it serves notice. It's something that teams will take into account, and they'll tell you, hey, listen, watch your secondary lead down there. Rivera's going to throw behind you. And maybe you take off a foot of the secondary lead, and that leads to getting thrown out on a 1st to 3rd situation.
Yep, that all factors in.
Sure does.
3-1 and a fly ball back into left. Geyer not yet to the track. So Rodriguez is out of there, and the Yankees do not score, leaving 1. 5-3 New York.
Good morning. Good morning.
There are 16 fresh picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
Recently, a 1954 Mercedes-Benz Grand Prix race car made history when it sold for a record price of just under $30 million. And now, another Mercedes-Benz makes history selling at just over $30,000. And to think this one actually has a surround sound stereo. The 2015 CLA. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
This is your chance to view the rarest diamonds on planet Earth.
If you're looking for a unique and beautiful diamond,
come to the Golden Diamond Source April 17th through the 19th for our fancy colored diamond event.
Naturally colored diamonds' beauty is unparalleled.
They're the most valuable diamonds in the world based on price per carat.
From extremely rare red and blue diamonds to the soft allure of pink diamonds, nothing surpasses the vivid beauty of these intense gems.
Come learn about the investment value on these rare diamonds during our fancy colored diamond event.
April 17th through the 19th, only at the Golden Diamond Source.
Good morning. Good morning.
There are 16 fresh picked oranges squeezed into each bottle of Tropicana Pure Premium, and absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. Tropicana. We put the good in morning.
Rays fans, once the game is over, keep it right here for Rays Live Postgame presented by Checkers.
Catch all the exciting game highlights, postgame interviews, and much, much more.
That's Rays Live Postgame after every game presented by Checkers.
Well, the Rays are down by 2. The Yankees scored in 4 of the first 6 innings. So the Rays still in this thing. Desmond Jennings will open the bottom of the 6th. Well, it's been one of those games where the Yankees have threatened to break it open. It's been in many ways a laborious exercise to this point, and yet the Rays come into bat in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-run game.
Hang around.
Yep.
You just hang around long enough. You get a big base hit, a leadoff walk, something to go your way, and you never know. And you never know.
Jennings down in the count. 0-2. There's Martin up in the bullpen for New York. He was throwing in the top of the 6th. Pineda now in the mid-80s in his pitch count. He threw 98 pitches in his last outing against Baltimore. 96 in his first outing of the year against the Blue Jays. Two and two the count on Desmond. Dykstra will be next, and then Geyer. Full count to Desmond.
Pineda, his slider here, wanted it away, almost caught the inside corner, but it stayed off. And Desmond is able to work this count full. And got a chance here for a leadoff base runner.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. 3-2. Well, he came right back with the slider. We've seen him do that a couple times behind in the count. This time 3-2, and he gets the call third.
And look where the catcher set up. John Ryan Murphy right in the middle of the plate this time. It was almost like they saw the reaction of Desmond Jennings on the previous pitch and then said, hey, listen, we do that again. Probably going to take it, catch a little bit more plate, and get the call. And that's what happened.
Dykstra takes ball one. They've overloaded the right side with a shift on for Dykstra. One count. Dykstra 0 for 3 last night. Hit his first big league home run here Friday when he connected off Adam Warren. It's Drew from short right field, throws him out. And Dykstra is thinking that Teixeira came off the bag there.
Yeah, and so is Kevin Cash. And, you know, to the naked eye, in real speed, it certainly looked like Teixeira came off the bag early. It's going to be close, but this is worth a look. Nice play here by Stephen Drew, deep in that shift. Now he turns and flips it, and Teixeira, let's see. Oh boy. And the call was out. So this could be one of those inconclusive call stands. And see, the foot is slipping. You know what? The way that the Rays' track record has been on these calls.
Yeah, their track record has been nil.
Yeah, and the ball's in the back of the glove. This may even be confirmed. This is not going to go well for the Rays. Because it's not when the glove squeezes, it's when the ball is in the back of the glove. And it still looked like Teixeira had his foot, although it was sliding off of first base, was still in contact when the ball hit the back of the glove. I'm not holding my breath.
Well, today's replay challenge brought to you by Chrysler. Kevin Cash said he was ejected the other night because of his frustration with the process, and that frustration will continue. So Dykstra is out at first.
Well, here it is. The foot is on top. It starts to slide. Watch the ball. Back of the glove. The foot still in contact right there. And quick, easy call.
So it's confirmed. That's going to be it for Pineda. He leaves after 5 2/3. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
You ready to move?
Stop dreaming. It's time for the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. Get a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus. Hurry in during the final days of the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event, and you can get 0% APR plus a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus on 2015 Jetta and Passat models. Don't wait. Offers end April 30th.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in the bag.
Hey, Dad, can you open the moonroof?
Sure.
Oh, look at that thing. You know, I used to share a bedroom with 9 siblings and 3 dogs. We used to take turns looking out of one window. I only saw the moon 3 times before my 16th birthday. That's awful.
It is awful, and it's also not true.
You know what's awful? Your driving's awful.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in now to the BMW Sports Activity Sales event for exceptional offers.
Here.
Go!
Now batting for the Rays, number 5.
Michael Pineda finished for the day. 5 2/3, 3 runs, 7 hits.
You know, he's got to be pretty happy with the way this outing turned out after the way that it started. You know, leadoff walk to David DeJesus. Steve Souza Jr. would tune him up with a 2-run homer before he had recorded his first out, but then he started to go to work with the fastball, the slider, had a good cutter today, and he leaves 2 outs, nobody on base, and with the lead here in the 6th inning.
See, 5 strikeouts. He walked only 1 man in the 92 pitches. Chris Martin makes his 7th appearance. 28-year-old right-hander. Brandon Geyer faces Martin. And that pitch is a strike. Two.
A little cut fastball there by Chris Martin. So the first fastball, 93, 94 miles an hour, firm.
You know, he's only 28, but he only signed as a free agent with Boston in 2011. He was originally drafted by Detroit in 04 and Colorado in 05. But a torn labrum in his right shoulder prevented him from pitching. And he hits Geyer with a 1-2 pitch. But torn labrum in college ended his collegiate career, and he worked then from 05 to 2010 and 11 in a package shipping company and a number of appliance stores. Just found whatever jobs he could find. Recovered, had surgery, recovered. Signed in 2011, and he's pitching here in the big leagues now.
Pretty good story right there.
Tim Beckham's going to be lifted for Kevin Kiermaier,
who's looking to spoil that story right now.
Well, the Rays, in this 2-run game, you get a man on, you got the tying run at the plate. cut and a miss.
Especially the way the at-bat started against Brandon Geyer. Martin jumps out ahead 0-2. Close breaking ball for ball one, then hits him. And immediately, opportunity for the Rays.
One and one. Kiermaier has been under the weather. Not in the lineup last night. Pinch hitting here today. It's 1-2.
Tied up, Kevin, with that fastball up and in. And Kiermaier, the two swings we've seen from him, he's got one thing on his mind, and that's to drive a baseball with authority.
Out of play, forcing another 1-2 pitch. Two balls, two strikes. That's foul. Martin had a little big league time with the Rockies. It was last year. Coming off that injury in college and the surgery. Played a year of independent ball and then signed. Eventually got to the big leagues with the Rockies last year, the Yankees this year. And he strikes out Kiermaier. Rays will leave a man on. We will move into the seventh. 5-3 New York.
What does high-strength, roll-formed steel look like? Like this. Chevy Silverado. High-strength steel for high-strength dependability. Current Chevy owners can get this Silverado 1500 for a total value of $8,000. Plus 1 year of Sirius XM with every MLB game. See your local Chevy dealer today.
I'm really carsick.
But we haven't even gotten in the car yet.
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. For a limited time, Mako's lowest priced paint services on sale for only $2.99. Mako, America's body shop.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetie.
I'm in love.
Tiene novio.
Boyfriend?
It's a beautiful thing. Finally have enough space.
Por fin uno que la entiende.
He understands her, but they just met.
I'll send you a picture.
The new Toyota Corolla with the style and space you've been looking for.
Good taste.
Now get the 2015 Corolla LE with a $159 per month lease for 2 years. Toyota, let's go places.
Huh. Should probably fix that.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Better get Mako. For a limited time, Mako's lowest priced paint services on sale for only $2.99. Mako, America's body shop.
We are Black Force. We are Sun Force.
Two-run ball game as we move into the seventh inning. Let's take a look at our Toyota trend. The Rays, since the 4th of June in 2014, it seems as if they've lost that home-loving feeling. They are 25-35 at the drop since then, and 35-20 on the road.
Yeah, and this place should be much more of a home field advantage for the Rays than that right there. And that's a pretty good sample size. The road, you know, you understand because the teams that the Rays have had you know, even last year and obviously into this year, you've heard it talked about. They're so close camaraderie-wise. So you think about going on the road, staying in a hotel, everybody's out to cheer against you. You understand, plus they've got good pitching and defense, and those two aspects of the game travel very well. You understand the bottom number. Top number doesn't make any sense, 10 games under.
Off speed to Teixeira, and that's a strike. Had him out in front. It's 1-1. Brandon Gomes out there on the hill. Ernesto Frieri's in the bullpen. Rays have a new second baseman. Kiermaier pinch hit for Beckham. Brett has gone in to play second base. Count now 2-1. Been summoned from the minor leagues, and Ryan Brett, 23 years old, already making his major league debut. Three-1 the count to Teixeira. And ball 4. The Yankees put the leadoff man on base. Here's what's coming up Tuesday on Rays Live, the pregame show presented by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Chris Archer will square off against the Boston Red Sox, and Orestes will break down the Panda. Pablo Sandoval, he'll be coming in here with Boston. Chase Headley showing bunt and takes that pitch for a ball.
Right now, Brandon Gomes having trouble finishing his pitches, getting out in front, driving the pitch to a spot. Right now, leaving a lot of these pitches off the plate away. Just not quite to his release point yet. See, everything's just arm side up. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that you start drifting towards home plate a little bit early. The front side is going a little bit soon, and the arm just can't catch up. And that's consistently been the misses here for Gomes.
Well, the Yankees, for the 7th straight inning, have put the leadoff man on base. That's a foul ball toward the bullpen. They scored a run in the first, 2 in the third, single runs in the 4th and 5th innings. Back into the screen, 2-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count. And a cut and a miss. He comes back to get Headley. Nicely done on the off-speed pitch to get the left-handed hitting third baseman.
Now Brandon Gomes able to make the adjustment here in the at-bat to Headley. And 2 strikes, you go with the split, and look at how he leaves that out over the heart of the plate with the confidence that that pitch is going to dive below the zone before it gets to home plate. And he gets the swing and a miss and a big out.
And again, that split, such a big pitch against left-handed hitting. And he finds the corner on Drew, strike 1.
Well, he's on his 3rd in a row here in the 7th inning. This kind of pitch, it can get you a ground ball rolled over to the right side too.
1-1.
And the Rays have the abbreviated shift here. See, not as extreme with the idea of potentially getting a double play chance.
Out of play. The other way. Now 1-2. Rays coming in 6-6 on the year, trailing the Yankees by 2 runs in the 7th. New York started the day 5-6. Into left. That's Geyer. 2 gone. So with 2 outs, Teixeira at first, Garrett Jones is due. And the Rays are going to make a pitching change. Kevin Cash out with a call to the bullpen. Back in a moment.
When Martin Cooper invented the mobile phone in 1973,
Hello? Yeah, this is Marty. Guess what we did?
connectivity took a mighty leap forward. Staying connected is also the Mazda way. That's why the 2015 Mazda 3 uses cutting-edge technology.
Hey.
Hi. Headed home?
On my way.
To keep you seamlessly connected to the world around you and the road beneath you. This is the 2015 Mazda 3. What do you drive?
Let's celebrate what's really important. Let's celebrate backyards and barbecues, mothers and fathers, old-timers and newcomers. Let's celebrate history and generations. Loyalty built on trust. Let's celebrate hard-won important things like over 225 stores, old-fashioned values, and lifetime relationships. Let's celebrate right because after 40 years, we're more than a neighborhood pool store. We're a company built around families, just like yours. Pinch a penny, trusted values, expert support for 40 years.
Honda, I like it! Announcing Honda's Dream Garage Sales event. Buy the best-selling compact car, Civic, with features the competition doesn't even offer. Fill your garage with a new Civic, just $149 a month. Or drive with 0 down, 0 security, and 0 first month's payment. Civics, fully loaded with 5-star safety, rear-view camera, Pandora radio, Bluetooth, and more. Just $149 a month, or absolutely 0 down. Save thousands this week at your Gulf Coast Honda dealers.
It's 5-3 ball game here as we play in the top of the 7th. Hit a home run and take the team out to Family Fun Day Sunday, April 26th. Rays take on the Blue Jays, and children 14 and under receive the Desmond Jennings batting gloves presented by Matchup Promotions while supplies last. Visit RaysBaseball.com. Ernesto Friari up here against Garrett Jones. Teixeira is the runner at first. 6th appearance for Friari. Friari worked an inning on Friday and was touched for the home run by Alex Rodriguez. One and one. Rays have been out hit 10-7 and trail 5-3. Yankee runners have been all over the bases. Ground ball left side. No place to go with that one.
And that's a smart play by Garrett Jones. You know, with 2 strikes, he has the whole left side of the infield to work with, and he got a changeup from Friari that was not well located, stayed up and away, and so he said, hey, listen, I'm down 2 strikes. I'll just play Pepper with the left side and just take a little half swing and a base hit.
Chris Young will run for Jones now at first. We're talking about all the base runners. The Rays have had base runners on in every inning, and so have the Yankees. And John Ryan Murphy bats against Friari. That's a strike. Murphy struck out against Gomes in the 5th inning. Gomes got ahead of him 1-2 and then got him on a pitch up. 1-1. 1-2. Drives that one away.
Well, it has been a battle for this Rays pitching staff to keep this game close. Constantly under duress. Having to make pitches in big spots. And here we go again.
It's foul back. Well, the Rays with 10 men on the disabled list, trying to make sure they remain relevant in the division here in the opening month of the season. And if things go well, they're getting close to getting a couple of those guys back, depending on what happens with Smiley and his outing in Jacksonville today. Loney's getting close. And so each game turns out to be a battle in an individual sense. The same kind of battle here today that the Rays are playing for this first month while they're trying to get everybody healthy. 3-2 to Murphy. And ball 4 will load the bases. So an infield hit and a walk. And Didi Gregorius is the hitter. Braves beat the Blue Jays 5-2. Orioles have opened an 8-3 lead on the Red Sox in the top of the 6th inning at Fenway. And a ball to Gregorius. He's been on twice. He's 2 for 3. Big cut, a foul ball. It's 1-1. Teixeira third. Young at second. Murphy at first. Popped up foul right back on the fastball. Now 1-2. This one is fouled back. Well, again, the Rays trying to keep the Yankees off the board and stay within 2, so it becomes another big pitch from Frieri. Gregorius did not offer. Now 1-2.
Only change up running off. Gregorius thought about it.
Rivera and Frieri talk it over on the mound. Every pitch critical as the Rays try to salvage the final game of this series and hold the Yankees, keep them within reach here. 2-run game right now. And Gregorius strikes out. Yankees leave the bases loaded. We'll go into the bottom of the 7th inning here at Tropicana Field. Still a 2-run game, 5-3 New York.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America. It puts you back in the seat. Check out the new Mustang and find out why Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again.
Mustang's got a lot of pickup. As soon as I hit that gas, that EcoBoost is there.
I can't believe it's a 4-cylinder. Good on the performance side, good at the pump. Definitely a winner.
Now during the EcoBoost Challenge, lease a 2015 Mustang for just $249 per month. Hurry into the Ford EcoBoost Challenge at your local Southern Ford dealer.
All these people have devoted their lives to cancer.
And I see a cure, and I know that I'm going to be a part of it.
It's a team-based approach where we can make discoveries and the most meaningful impact for patients.
The standard of care for tomorrow is being tested here today.
And so we have just one focus for patients, and that's the best outcome possible.
Moffitt Cancer Center, contributing to the prevention and cure of cancer.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
and a Supercross racing championship.
They were also the first to come up with this, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now at your Honda dealer.
Fox's Sun Sports is your home for AL East rivalries. It's a must-watch matchup as the Rays get ready for a crucial 3-game series against the division rival Red Sox. April 21st through the 23rd on Fox's Sun Sports, where Rays fans live. Game summary brought to you by the Gold and Diamond Source. 5-3. Base runners galore in this game. Yankees lead at 5-2. Rays had a short-lived 2-1 lead. And they managed to stay within reach here as they come into bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. Big day for Steven Souza Jr. 3 for 3 with 3 runs batted in. Chris Martin in relief of Michael Pineda. Tutorial there with Jim Hickey and Ernesto Frieri talking things over. Chris Young stays in the game after pinch running and plays right field.
The catcher, number 44, Rene Rivera.
In the game today and all season long, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports. On to the bottom of the 7th, Rene Rivera leads off. That's a strike. Yankees shift for Rivera. And 1-1.
And for the longest time, when you did see a shift, it was 99% of the time for a left-handed hitter. Not so anymore. You could see it lay out right there.
One and two shifts have gone from 2010. We saw a number of shifts of 2,400. They've gone from 2,400 to over 13,000 last year.
Wow.
How about that? There's a whole lot of shifting going on. 1-2. Pace hit the other way. Just as Drew had gone back to the first base side of second with a 1-2 count, Rivera takes it to right and out of the reach of the second baseman.
And that's going to end the afternoon here for Chris Martin. A nice job by Rene Rivera. A 2-strike approach. Ball's down and away. Go the other way. Lead off base runner.
Rays with a man on, and we'll see the new pitcher in a moment.
A man pioneers a way to see the unseen, leading to radar, forever providing early warnings and safer journeys. The conviction to create a safer journey is the Mazda way. The Mazda 6 uses radar, lasers, and sensors to detect objects and even apply the brakes for you. Introducing the modern sports sedan, the 2015 Mazda 6. What do you drive?
We are seekers. We find new ways to do things and have some fun along the way. Who are we? We are Kubota. Now, during Kubota's More Power to You sales event, you can get 0 down and 0% APR financing for up to 48 months on new, reliable, diesel-powered RTVX utility vehicles. For more information or to find a participating dealer, visit FloridaKubotaDealers.com.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in a bag.
We are the Fourth. We are Sun Sports.
Tampa Bay Rays baseball on Sun Sports is brought to you by Courtesy Toyota. You'll love what we do for you. Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife. Available exclusively at Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. And by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Left-hander Justin Wilson enters the game for New York, and Kevin Cash counters, lifting David DeJesus for Logan Forsythe. Right-handed hitter against the lefty. First pitch is low, a ball. Wilson pitched a third of an inning in the game Friday. Picked up a strikeout. One and one. That one in there at 94, and he can get to the mid-90s in a hurry. Got Brandon Guyer looking on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball Friday night. That's a strike in there. 1 and 2.
And it's easy. It's easy mid-90s. Doesn't have a herky-jerky delivery. Smooth, strong.
Ball to the backstop, and down to second goes Rivera. Well, I don't know how that did not hit Forsythe.
And I don't know how you end up going there. Ahead of the count, you can ill afford another base runner. You're trying to go in, and you go behind. And Forsythe almost jumped back into that. I'll tell you what, I don't know how that didn't hit him. Maybe it did.
Yeah, that back leg, I think it might have hit him.
Well, you think that if he would have felt it,
yeah,
you're looking to take your base there.
Lifts a fly ball into left. It's one out. Let's take another look. The track of that pitch behind Forsythe.
As he jumps back. Well, that's a good shot of it right there. And I mean, if it did, it just nicked a little bit of that pant leg, but you got to believe in a 1-2 count. If Logan felt like he got nicked, he'd be asking to head to first.
Yeah. Another pitching change, right back in a moment.
We've been thinking. A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now get nearly $9,200 total value when you trade up to this specially equipped 2015 Sierra Z60. Welcome to the show.
Wanda, thank you for my flavor. Nothing bland about you, baby. Ken, you fill me with big taste. And Mama Bag, thanks to you, I'm one fine-looking bag.
Get Checkers and Rally's fan favorite, the authentic Philly cheesesteak with juicy Philly steak and hot melted Swiss. Or try the new meatball sub in zesty marinara topped with cheese. Pick yours, 2 for $5. Checkers and Rally's.
It's in a bag.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America with Escape and Fusion.
I like the sexy look to it.
EPA estimated 37 miles per gallon on the highway.
Are you serious?
Escape have every feature you could even imagine.
I just opened my trunk with my foot. I prefer, without a doubt, the Escape over the CR-V.
My opinion of Ford has dramatically changed.
During the EcoBoost Challenge, lease an Escape with Sync and Sound for $199 per month, or a Fusion with Sync and Sound for $179 per month. Only at your local Southern Ford dealer.
We are Black Force. We are Sun Force.
5-3 the score. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Rays down by a couple. This timeless moment brought to you by Coors Banquet. And Steven Souza Jr. has already had a good day. 3 for 3. 2-run home run in the first, and he faces Dylan Betances here this time up in the 7th. Breaking ball's in for a strike. Here's the first inning home run.
A breaking ball that didn't get to its spot. Souza a little bit out in front underneath it, and so what? It ends up being a 2-run homer. He drops it into the first row in left field. Like to do it again here.
It was fouled back. A couple of breaking pitches here from the right-hander Betances.
We saw Betances in Friday night's game, and it really looked like as that outing went on, he became more and more confident. We saw some good fastballs getting up into the mid-90s as he continues to build arm strength.
And this one thrown into the dirt, and over to third base goes Rivera. So a couple wild pitches enabling Rivera to go from first to second, and now second to third.
Well, it's been a sloppy game and a sloppy inning here for the Yankees pitching as he just yanks this breaking ball down and away. Murphy hardly a chance.
Souza lays off again. Breaking ball. So we've seen 4 consecutive curveballs.
When the year finished up last year, Betances, you know, he had the good breaking ball, but he led with that fastball that would reach up 97, 98 miles an hour. Yet to see one here.
And he's out on strike. Stayed with the curveball. 5 in a row. And the big strikeout for Betances.
Yeah, how difficult for a hitter to go up there. You know, Betances has the good fastball, and yet he's going to give you 5 in a row, and he saved the best for last.
So here is Asdrubal Cabrera. Cabrera 1 for 3 and a ground ball, but right to the shortstop Gregorius. And the Rays are out of there. That came on a curveball. We're through 7, 5-3 New York.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, lease Altima just $189 per month, or choose 0% financing for up to 72 months. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
These are no longer cars. They no longer roar, or screech, or skid, or speed. If a lion doesn't hunt, is it still a lion? Don't protect your car so it can look nice. Protect it so it can look mean. Don't fear the wear and tear. Be it. Just be ready for it. Turtle Wax Ice with Smart Shield technology. Protect the body. Free the soul.
Can you see it?
Determination is the fuel pumping through our team. Success is in our DNA. Ambition is what we have in our hearts. And pride? Pride is what's written on our chest.
The Red Sox come to town for an AL East battle against your Rays Tuesday, April 21st through 23rd. For tickets, call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com today. Rays up.
It's a revolution.
Back at Tropicana Field, Rays down 5-3. Coming up on Rays Live, the postgame presented by Checkers. Todd Narestis will be anchoring the coverage. We'll hear from the press conference held by Kevin Cash, and Emily Austin will have interviews from the clubhouse. It will be the top of the order in the 8th. Florida York facing Ernesto Frieri. Frieri gave up a hit and a walk and picked up a strikeout to end the 7th. Pitch is a strike at the knees. Good cut and a miss. Frieri's the 4th Rays pitcher. Fastball is upstairs. Still 1-2 on the foul ball. Ramirez in the bullpen. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Frieri strikes out Ellsbury.
The 2 strikeouts here for Frieri with Gregorius and Ellsbury have been good firm fastballs on the outer half. Both at 91 miles an hour.
Well, he's out here after pitching in the 7th and having a little get together with Jim Hickey on the bench between innings. Picks up a strikeout to start the 8th. Now Brett Gardner. Pitch is up. Well, I tell you, that's big news to get the leadoff man. The Yankees had put the leadoff man in every inning aboard until the 8th.
Hard to believe that you would only have 5 runs.
Yeah.
You start to do that.
Rays down by only 2
That's
here.
right.
That's a strike. That's 1 and 2. Just missed a little low. 2 and 2. Well, the count is full. Three-two, skied to center. Desmond Jennings is right there. 2 outs in the 8th. Alex Rodriguez strolls toward the plate. Well, Barry Bonds tops that home run list, followed by Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth. Those are the 3 with more than 700. Then Willie Mays with 660 and Alex Rodriguez with 658. The pitch to Rodriguez is a strike. Rodriguez with 2 runs scored. The count is now 1-1. Frieri again facing Rodriguez after surrendering the home run to him here on Friday. That was the blow that tied that game. Ground ball third. Longoria's got this one. And Rodriguez is out. 1-2-3. Go the Yankees in the 8th. Rays half the 8th. Will find Evan Longoria to lead it off. Down by 2.
From coast to coast and across the pond. From the beginning. Take it back. Until the very end.
The captain of white rum is here. Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
Put the Honda of your dreams in your garage during the Honda Dream Garage Sale event going on now at Wesley Chapel Honda. Save thousands on new Civics, and they're covered by our nationwide lifetime warranty and a 2-year maintenance plan. Hurry to Wesley Chapel Honda.
Listen up, America!
The price of life insurance has gone down 60% over the last 15 years. Many Americans know they need it, and some that have life insurance know they don't have enough. How would your family get by without you? How are you planning for the uncertainties of life? Find out how easy it is to protect the ones you love. The quote is free and there are no obligations. Listen up, America. Call now.
Attention, this is a Xarelto alert. Have you or a loved one been hospitalized or died after taking the blood thinner medication Xarelto? Xarelto has been known to cause serious internal bleeding, including bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system. Potential claims are being reviewed for victims of Xarelto who've suffered. Don't go through it alone. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to help fight for you. Call Xarelto Alert now for a free case evaluation. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
the bottom half of the 8th. 2-run ball game, 5-3. Evan Longoria, who's hit more home runs against the Yankees since entering the major leagues in 2008 than any other slugger. He opens the home half of the inning with a line drive to third, caught by Headley. So on one pitch, 1 out.
Well, I don't think Betances has thrown a fastball yet.
No.
Another breaking ball here to Longoria. He's out and lines it right to Headley. Doesn't even have to get out of his stance.
Betances made 6 pitches when he entered the game in the 7th. All curveballs, and then a curveball to start Longoria. There's Desmond Jennings. And there is a fastball low. One and one. A couple of fastballs here to Jennings. Playing in the 8th, the Rays need a base runner to have a chance to pull even. They go to 1 and 2.
Well, that miles per hour is starting to climb here for Betances. 94 to 95. That was 96. He's got a great arm, and when he can keep his mechanics in sync, we saw that last year, he can be devastating.
Comes back there. Going outside with a curveball. 2 and 2.
.135 strikeouts in 90 innings. He broke the Yankee season record for strikeouts by a reliever, held by Mariano Rivera. It tells you all you need to know about his year.
Now it's a full count. 3 and 2. Yeah, that's a remarkable number. The strikeout total for him last year represented half of his outs. And he walks. Jennings went to a curveball, 3 and 2.
First baseman, number 31, Alan Dykstra.
And now Alan Dykstra. Dykstra here with a man at first. The Rays have 1 hit in the series with men in scoring position, 1 of 14, and that was Dykstra's hit, his home run. So here's Dykstra now. First pitch is a strike. Betances staying primarily with the curveball, with the exception of, I think, 3 fastballs to Jennings in the sequence, and then walked him on a 3-2 curveball.
Another one right there. Now you can talk about pitching guys backwards. This is what Alan Dykstra's thinking. Hey, give me that heater and let me get it out of here.
That's the 1 hit with men in scoring position the Rays have in this series. On the curveball, and it's 1 and 2.
Yeah, who'd have thought you would have seen Dylan Betances come out with an outing where the fastball is used as a show pitch. And look, I have one, but I'm going to attack with the curveball. That's what we've seen so far.
Dykstra stays alive. A little piece of the curveball to foul it away. back. So we're still at 1-2. Not one of the rare fastballs we've seen.
Just used to set up this next breaking ball.
Runner goes. The pitch is fouled off his foot. And that was another curveball. Rays have Kevin Jepson down in the bullpen. Erasmo Ramirez has been throwing for an inning or so. And strike three call. Started wide and caught the corner, and that's out number 2.
Well, continued to stay with the breaking ball, and this is just right on the edge. I mean, Alan Dykstra, not much you can do here. You see that knuckle curve just sawing off the outer edge.
Here's Brandon Geyer. Jennings, who walked, is the runner at first. One strike to count. Two outs with Jennings at first. Geyer was hit by a pitch his last time. And the curveball misses. 1-1. High pop right side. Teixeira waiting for it. Hola. And the Rays are out in the 8th. They leave one. We go to the 9th. 5-3 New York.
The BMW i8's full-color head-up display keeps you focused on the road ahead, even when you're driving the BMW 3 Series. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry into your BMW Center today and take advantage of exclusive offers.
When you need game day precision to sear, saute, or simmer, call on natural gas. With tight temperature control and instant on-off settings, you can entertain your fans at home anytime. People's Gas. We're delivering the natural choice more Floridians enjoy. Learn how you can earn up to $1,750 in cashback allowances with our energy conservation rebates at peoplesgas.com/enjoy.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America. Now it's your turn.
Here we go. To know that the F-150 has the EcoBoost, I'm saving fuel, but I'm not losing any of the power.
The 2014 F-150s are going fast. Don't miss your last chance to get a great deal.
Ford is towing it so easily. I love the Ford. I'd like to drive it all the way home.
Get a 2014 F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus up to $4,250 in savings, or up to $8,250 in total savings. Only at your Southern Ford dealer.
Heading
Heading to the ninth inning, Yankees leading the Rays 5-3. A double-A game of note today. Drew Smiley's afternoon is done as pitching for the Montgomery Biscuits. Drew goes 3 2/3 innings, allows 1 hit, did walk 3, struck out 4, no runs allowed. Threw 68 pitches, 40 of those for strikes. In that game, Montgomery played at Jacksonville, the baseball grounds of Jacksonville. So, guys, the next step we'll find out. The Rays have been talking about possibly a 4th rehab start, or maybe we'll see him in that series against the Toronto Blue Jays. Back to you.
Well, we'll see how that plays. 68 pitches, 40 strikes. That's 40 strikes and 28 non-strikes. So we'll see.
Yeah, stay tuned. That's right on the cusp.
Erasmo Ramirez becomes the new pitcher for the Rays, their 5th of the game, 7th pitching change in the game, and the first one to start an inning. So here's Mark Teixeira to lead off. And he bounces it to first. Dykstra makes the play unassisted. 1 pitch, 1 out. The height of efficiency right there. So far, so good.
You get an aggressive hitter at the plate, you make a good pitch. That can be the result. Well, you need a clean inning here, and then the Rays are going to see Andrew Miller. You know that in the 9th inning won't be easy. So you need Ramirez to come up big here.
Chase Headley's got a bunt against the shift with Longoria the only man over there and way over toward the shortstop spot. That's Cabrera actually the only man over there.
And here's Evan walking.
Longoria.
Yep.
That second base spot now.
Yeah, Evan doesn't show stripes. Good point.
This one is down. Now 1-1. Couple of RBIs on the day for Headley. Singled in a run in the 3rd, double homer run in the 5th inning. And he missed the changeup there. Hopper, left center. Geyer is there. And 2 outs. Ramirez remains an intriguing guy because he struggled in those couple outings. I mean, really struggled. But he has a very good changeup. And command is a real issue with him for whatever reason.
Yeah, and that's, we have no idea. You just talk about the fact that he gets himself into some bad counts and there's a lack of command now. Is that mechanical? Is that confidence? Is that trying to be picky, to try to make the perfect pitch all the time instead of, attacking the zone and moving out from there? We don't know that. We only know what we see, but there's enough there that you say, hey, this guy, he's had success in the big leagues before. No reason he can't again.
They got ahead of Drew with the fastball. Now it's 1-1. That fastball, that last fastball clocked at 93. He missed with it, but it's 93. He's got the good change.
He can sweep the breaking ball, and they can cover some ground.
Ground ball. So it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for him here. It's Drew. Bottom of the 9th. Rays need a couple to keep it going.
Stop dreaming. It's time for the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. Get a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus. Hurry in during the final days of the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event, and you can get 0% APR plus a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus on 2015 Jetta and Passat models. Don't wait. Offers end April 30th.
We are perfectionists. We do it right and don't stop until the job is done. We build commercial zero-turn mowers with maneuverability and comfort. Who are we? We are Kubota. Now, during Kubota's More Power to You sales event, you can get 0 down and 0% APR financing for up to 48 months on new commercial-grade Z700 series mowers. For more information or to find a participating dealer, visit FloridaKubotaDealers.com.
Hey, Dad, can you open the moonroof?
Sure.
Oh, look at that thing. You know, I used to share a bedroom with 9 siblings and 3 dogs. We used to take turns looking out of one window. I only saw the moon 3 times before my 16th birthday.
That's awful.
It is awful, and it's also not true.
You know what's awful? Your driving's awful.
BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in now to the BMW Sports Activity Sales Event for exceptional offers.
My name is Jack Waves, and this season of the Ultimate Fighter changes everything.
Well, the Rays need a couple. They're down 5-3. They need 3 to win it. They go into the bottom of the ninth, and they'll face the tough left-hander. Andrew Miller, the other night. And he's been very good in 4 outings for the Yankees.
Absolutely sensational. A big strikeout year last year for Boston and Baltimore. Split time with them, making his way around the American League East as he's now with the Yankees. He's perfect in saves, 9 strikeouts in 5 innings, and hasn't given up anything yet.
Ryan Brett, who made his debut in last night's game, gets an at bat here. Takes the first pitch for a strike. It's a 1-1 count. Brett making his debut last night, the 10th different rookie the Rays have utilized already this year. Two and 1. You saw his numbers from a year ago. A little over 300 at Montgomery. And a shot back into deep left center. Well tagged, and that's off the wall. He can fly, and Brett's rounding second and will hold there with a double. 2-base hit for Ryan Brett. That's his first big league hit. And boy, can he get to second base in a hurry. He can fly.
Now 2-1 heater in the juice zone. And Ryan Brett, boy, puts a good swing on it, gets that ball deep into left center, and here's that speed you're talking about, D-Wayne.
So that's a start. Start for the Rays today, and a start for Brett in his major league career. Here's Rene Rivera. Rivera 1 for 3. Strike 1, a fastball. One and 1. Well, the Rays have put a man on base in every inning of this game. The Yankees had done that until the last 2 innings. In fact, they put the leadoff man on in each of the first 7, and the Rays have had men on in every inning. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fouled it back.
Big weapon for Andrew Miller is that sweeping slider. He's missed with a couple, and then he hung that one to Rene Rivera, who got a good swing at it. There it is.
A ball, 2 strikes. He got him. Came back and moved that one down and in.
Well, the one thing that Andrew Miller does is he makes you aware of the fastball in. And that ultimately sends up the sweeping slider down and in, because you know you've got to be quick to his fastball in. You see the ball coming out of the hand, you're thinking heater, you start the swing early, and then all of a sudden it disappears behind you.
Logan Forsythe. It's the ball. Logan with a home run in the game here Friday. Came in the fourth against Adam Warren. Second home run of the year. The high def highlight presented by H.H. Gregg, that home run.
Well, you got Logan Forsythe here. You got Steven Souza Jr. on deck, who's already homered today. That's what you need.
And there's a strike. 1-2.